Okay.
My phone vibrated. By the way,
Send this munchie out.
By the way, I've got a new phone. Yeah.
Yay.
Phone! No!
There goes my phone vibrating.
You spelt tail wrong. You
God damn it.
I'm so glad you did it on our thing.
God damn it. I only briefly saw it, and I see T-A-I-L.
Shut the fuck. I don't want to hear it, Mr. Tiefling.
Yeah. See, the difference is I don't actually give a fuck.
I do.
At least he doesn't say it Tiefling.
You still haven't fixed it.
Oh. Oh, fuck you.
I'm
I'm gonna change the name anyway, because I'm actually worried about using Tiefling in any of my written publications.
Well, I mean, for the stream, it's fine.
Yeah, for the stream it's fine, but I might be switching it to Demonkin.
Ew.
You got a fucking better name?
I will come up with one.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, you can come.
Demonkin.
Demonkin.
Well, I've renamed Dragonborn to Dragonkin, because...
That doesn't trigger me like that does.
Demonkin.
Alright, somebody's anal about words all of a sudden.
One of these days,
We're always anal about words.
one of these days, I'm gonna have to tell you about Platypuskin. It's a very good story. Uh-huh.
I used to have
Oh, it's a whole story.
I used to have a giant stuffed platypus that would not leave my side.
Did I tell you about the new race I made for my world?
No.
The Cuddleborn. They are cuttlefish people.
Are they like underwater orcs?
That reminds me.
No!
A friend of mine drew
They're like their own fucking race!
Nanami.
That's just
My
the only
mermaid
thing
girl,
that came to
and
mind.
came up with
Was for some
a
reason cuttlefish is
merfolk
orcs.
boy for
God
the
damn it,
character.
Was it
Bailey.
Quinn?
How dare
No, I
you
saw
just
it on
fucking
Facebook.
Maddie Mords
Tuesday.
before I do.
Because I talk to him most days.
Quinn was like, those are
It's
like
okay, I
the
got
best
welcome
pair of
party
tits
RPG,
I've ever
so-
drawn.
So which one
I'm
was
like,
it that was?
alright.
The
That's now my
ukulele?
other background for my
Which one
other
was
My
it?
Mystery
AC
machine.
went up by
I don't know
one
who that is, do I?
No, they were in chat the other night.
for my
no.
stats.
Good news.
It's at 15
There's
now.
nothing on.
Good deal.
Good news.
Good news, everybody. I don't give a fuck.
There's a name on there.
Yeah.
There's something on there. It's a name.
Tell gets to meet
This side, the numbers.
Grimmel.
The numbers
There's
are
something
gone.
on that.
They met
side.
last time.
I'm gonna stab you.
Tell
Then
went,
we have-
and Grim was like,
No. Grim went, hot.
I want to do
Wow.
Wait, isn't Grim straight?
yeah, Grim straight.
It's been
Weird.
3 weeks since we last played. Yeah.
It's all Vox's fault.
No, it's not. The family's back together again.
It's a group problem.
It's all Vox's
I
fault.
have many problems.
Speaking of,
Hey,
I
I got
figure
to
out
watch
what fucking spells
Bailey
I
and I
have.
break last week, so it's okay.
oh hey, I found the Wi-Fi password. It's been hiding under the stream deck the entire time.
Why am I not
Ooh.
surprised?
Alright, so today's going to be interesting. First off, this is the first episode of a children's fairy tale.
Get that out of your mouth. You don't know where it's been.
I was only lipping it.
What did you put in your mouth? Oh yeah, you have no fucking clue where
No.
that's been.
But I was
But I
holding it
need
exactly
one.
like that.
You have the green one, you heathen.
Right. So first off, I should mention I've had an entire bottle of wine before this stream started, so this is going to be interesting.
Sounds like a personal.
And I'm on my second bottle.
Give.
I'm actually curious as to what that tastes like.
I reflect.
Wait, I want a sip too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we'll just pass that around and taste test
We're
it.
having sips of your
I had a
wine,
sip.
jackass.
And to be fair, I've got two cans.
Wait, you're not sick again, are you?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
fucking
The
know.
last time when you poisoned everyone here.
I was
No.
so pissed.
Wait, in game or out of game?
Out of game.
Cold.
Out of game. I'm immune to poison.
You are now.
I'm immune to poison.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not.
side of the table's immune to poison, remember?
This side will
Trust
die.
I got ways.
I know, make it divine. And you were like,
Divine shit just...
So Jake
You get into the
found
divine, it's
our
pretty
notes.
much the god saying, well,
Just
fuck
the
reality,
same
I'm doing my own thing.
I'm very upset that instead of,
Just
like, you
explain.
use the Deus Ex trope, but you use it specifically to fuck us over. Not
Oh,
to
that.
help us.
that specifically. Don't
and
you
you
want
can't
me in
deny it.
Vox's
That's the
notes?
best thing you went to, but you stopped.
You know what we do to the rude. Exactly. That is
Not
what we do
yet.
at the room. Eat them.
Because
You're not a cannibal.
divine intervention
I know.
stuff.
Because you're too tiny.
I'm tiny
still-
because
Yeah,
I have a disease.
so far I got told how
You'd
to
be a Wendigo.
go kill myself in River
When
Tame
you're
and get
your
turned to
tiny.
a snake.
No, they big.
Are we live? I'm buffering.
No,
Yeah.
first, mine decided to swap me to
I-
watching a previous
I
broadcast.
see,
and was
I
sitting
see
there going,
Jake's
eh?
face,
Okay.
but you know.
Looks like it caught up.
I mean, that's not uncommon with streams.
To see Jake's face.
Bull!
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's murder!
Murder!
Wait, what?
Murder!
Who murder?
I haven't heard from you in a while, buddy.
You're here.
Oh yeah.
It's the one that we ended up playing Fishing Planet with for like 5 hours.
Cross platforms.
Oh my god.
Here we go, it caught up.
Fishing Planet.
Oh, and there's
That's a
Apple as
good
well.
game. We should play that game again sometime soon.
One of these days. I don't remember anything.
I just kind of
about
want to grab a spear in that game and leap into the lake to go spear
Andrew.
What?
How dare
What
you?
you talking about?
You want to fight?
Mm-hmm.
You want to
Turn
go?
off your cell phone at work.
This is work?
Technically.
Kind of.
That's news to me.
I mean, as far as
Well-
I go, it's all I've got.
Remember, we do overwork ourselves. It upsets people.
I'm super.
I'm sorry, that was petty.
was. Oh.
I mean, yes, in my case, like I know I overwork myself.
But it's
Where the
because
fuck
if
was
you
that?
sit still, you're more stressed, and I want to punch you out anyway.
Where was
Yeah.
that?
That was his. He brought that. That's not mine.
Is it? No, I think that was mine because I brought 3 erasers like
Fuck, I
that,
am
and they
right.
all went missing here.
Okay, all I know is
And now
that
Shitlord's grinning.
all I
Oh,
know
mine.
it didn't originate from here.
Let me see. Yeah, that's one of my art erasers.
Or it's one of mine because I have the same kind as you.
Oh, yeah, because you and
Doesn't-
I
I
both
mean-
love the polymers.
I mean, it
They
doesn't
work
matter,
so
we
I
can
mean, this
go to
one's like
Michael's
practically
more.
brand new.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's not mine.
This has been arted on.
I abuse mine.
I mean, I was looking for it when I was doing drawing earlier, and I was like, oh,
We're all slap happy because we're together now.
it's being
We're all
deleted,
slap
Jake.
happy. I'm
I saw that
drinking.
distracted. I saw that, Bailey.
Hey,
I saw that.
This is.
I don't know.
This has gotten- oh, did you do?
Sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was distracted. It was for a good reason.
What did you do?
Just
Erica, you need to tell me later.
I bounced.
Nice move.
How do I distract
Summon
you
food.
Fucking
during
enough.
D&D?
You fly.
I mean,
No flashing at the table.
I didn't flash.
flashing
I
at the
bounced.
table.
Flashing
I
at the table?
bounced.
No.
Naked.
No.
Flash.
show your belly button.
Male nipples are just as bad as female nipples on
Flash?
Twitch.
Belly
No
button.
naps.
No.
But Jake, her
No
belly button's
naps.
fine.
I can't see in the center of my vision now because I was staring at light.
Oh,
Jake.
fuck me.
This stream's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, especially with me DMing.
Hold on, fucking. Did Twitch switch back to bright mode instead of dark mode?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Hmm?
Drinking up until this point is honestly what is getting me prepared for this city.
The city.
Yeah, River Tam.
Yeah.
Isn't Rivertown like a small town?
Damn it.
Yup.
Yep.
It's not a city.
I don't know. I'm from Bay City, and that's a small town.
Okay, that's
This-
Bay City is not a small town.
Okay.
Okay,
fine.
compared to Brown City,
Here.
you're right.
Okay. Okay.
Village.
Here's a comparison. The city
No.
of Charlevoix. If you've ever been there, the population is like 3,000 during the winter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Charlevoix a lot for me.
Maple-
Depending on the
Maple
snowfall,
Valley
what
is a
festivals
village.
are going
Brown
on.
City is a town.
and then
I don't know. It's got city in the name.
Depends on the
Then
snow
you've got
festivals going on.
Auckland City, which is 6 million people, and
And
that's
the,
city to me.
What I'm saying is that it's way different from the summer.
Yeah.
And like half the
Bay
buildings
City
get
is like
abandoned
5
because
times the
old people in
population
there.
of Brown City.
Anyway, okay. I think we should actually try to, do the stream part of this. I keep feeling a phone vibrating. Maybe it's
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 Bailey.
okay.
Bailey tapping their phone.
Yeah.
Bailey
My
doesn't
friend does the
use
same
Slack.
thing that when I type on it, it's like vibrate every tap.
You know you can turn that off, right?
I've tried!
You just don't know the settings. You
No, I don't.
No.
I tried it, and because before I didn't use it, and he told me to try it with the taps, and that it was very satisfying, and he was right, so you can blame him.
What?
Oh.
The slight vibrate when you tap
Honestly,
your phone.
if you put it on literally anything aside from the flat table, it'll probably muffle it.
How?
It worked! It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it did
She's
work.
being a smartass, but it worked.
Yep.
I want that. I want fucking.
All right.
Oh, hello, ESPRPG.
Welcome.
All right.
Okay.
For the bits as well.
We thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I'll do that in the announcements and stuff.
I'm here.
Who are these people that you sicked on us?
Rick! He's the one that was, I was watching the other night stream music, and he's got a really great voice and a really excellent sound setup, and I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, you sat around
Awesome.
talking about him for like an hour when
I
you found him.
I was also drinking that night, to be fair.
All right, so
Otherwise, it'd been 2 hours because you fell asleep.
Nand, if you don't shut up, I'll rip your ears off.
Take them right off.
Not the elf ears. I mean, like the whole
Okay.
ear.
Either or would hurt because
So
of his hair.
D&D at the 5th level.
Okay.
Oh.
D&D at the 5th level. Announcements. So, welcome to Tales from the Tavern. We're a bunch of nerds playing D&D. Today is actually the first episode of this new arc, which is titled A Children's Fairy Tale. My brain was a few words ahead of my mouth.
You can do it.
I know. All right. So, first a few announcements relating to the bits. We are actually working on raising funds to upgrade our current computer. You can see the progress above. We just started it recently.
It's above Jake's head.
Yeah, for you it's like the opposite.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we are working to raise funds for a new computer because it will allow us to actually allow for some remote play, which on occasion, because we are in Michigan, we have really crappy weather.
And I live an hour away.
Michigan realized that it's Michigan.
And so does Diet Jake.
Uh-huh.
Which you can
That's
see.
backwards, much DM.
Ooh, that fishing planet pun, though.
Not only is he taunting you, but he's on brand.
Brad!
Just remember, when this bottle's done, I have 2 cans of hard cider behind my screen. That's really what's behind my DM screen. It's mostly just alcohol. I don't really even roll dice.
Quality control.
Exactly. All right. So the new machine is to help us just improve the quality of the stream, allow for more consistent play, which for us has been difficult. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Tabletop Loot is one of them, which tonight we will actually be giving away 2 sets of Tabletop Loot dice. There's this really cool 11 die set. It's like this transparent...
Dude, it's like a Phoenix Sorcerer, but in dice form.
Yeah, it's like red on one side, yellow on the other, and it's kind of like...
There's white in the middle, actually, if you look at it.
They're pretty.
Oh, really? Because I thought it was just clear.
Yeah, you shouldn't pass those to me or they're gonna go in my shirt again.
Yeah, I mean, that might increase their value. That will be the one that we give at the end of the stream because it's more dice. And then we also have this set of dice. I have no idea what it's called, but it's blue and yellow.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not
it's
interested
kind of
in
like a
those
marble.
colors
It's
at all.
called, you shouldn't be giving those out in Lansing.
Yeah. Those are
Fucking
the wrong
U of M
colors.
No, hey, can I have those for a second?
No. Absolutely
Blue and
not.
yellow, green and white.
Yay, sports ball.
These are
I don't
actually-
care.
Sports ball games.
These are really nice dice.
They're nice dice as long as you don't care about sports.
I mean, I care about sports, just not the sports here.
I don't care about
That's
sports.
fair.
However,
Move
I
that
do
off the
make an
table, it's
exception
bothering
for
me.
Michigan State.
Like, the
Because
teams
that's
I
something
care
with my
about have the
brothers
colors
and
of
stuff.
black and
Okay,
white.
so, sorry. Getting back to announcements. If you go to Tabletop Loot's website and you type in the code Tales Tavern, capital T, capital T, at checkout, you can get 10% off your next purchase of dice. I constantly get dice from there because, well, they're amazing.
They have tiny dice now, too.
They do. Oh, they also have metal dice.
Yeah.
So they
They're
just
from, what's the name of the company that does those metal dice?
Norse.
Yeah. North
Norse
Foundry.
Forge.
Okay. Norse 4?
I almost said Norse Forge instead of Norse Foundry.
Yeah. So they recently came out with the metal dice. They have the tiny dice, which are absolutely
Aiko goes, hey, you want to see something fun you can do with those bits, ESP? And he goes, yeah, shoot. And disadvantage, Gareth.
200 bits.
All right. Yes. So you can actually influence the stream with that. One thing that we are changing, which I actually forgot to announce. So we have 2 general bit rewards, which is we draw a doodle for you for 100 bits, and also at 100 bits, there's make someone speak something in an accent. Those are kind of up to the individual people. If they're not comfortable with either of those,
I
then
already
they can
speak
opt
in
out.
an accent all the time. So if you want to use it on me,
I will certainly
I
do
mean-
an accent.
Same.
Honestly, you're just gonna get accents from me this
As
entire
long as
game.
you don't make him speak in a southern accent, I'm fine.
I want to hear it now.
No!
Please.
So
You've heard it
distressed.
already.
I don't care.
No,
The best,
you have to pay bits for it.
the best thing was when people were
He just throws $1 at Mint.
the best thing was when I was putting on a
Said anything.
Foster.
Ah, shit! I didn't log into this account on the phone. What?
Because where I'm from, we call
Oh, honey, you made a mistake.
Why do you have your laptop and your phone behind
I
you?
need the laptop for the giveaways. Oh wait, I don't think I can cheer our own channel.
Yes!
Damn it! Hey, Mind, I'll just. Oh, I don't have any actual money.
ESRPG 500. Am I doing this right? Farron? I'm sorry, but do this, sanity save?
And actually, ESP, you also donated 500 bits earlier, and you can cash those into a reward as well.
Okay, Andrew hits disadvantage.
Do I do that now?
I don't think you
No,
have
No,
that
we're
yet.
gonna finish our recap
Yeah.
and then start you off.
Gets disadvantage. Honestly,
I don't think it's disadvantage, it's just sanity.
just
Yeah,
sanity.
sanity
just
save.
Yep, just a sanity save.
I have the numbers back here of what. Oh wait, no, this is the item. Oh wait, no, this also has the bit rewards. I'm fucking all over the place today.
Good morning.
I-
How are you, Deanne?
I'm alive. That's what's up.
Okay, good. You know,
I drew
you're
a
beating your
handsome
current
twin
record.
For no reason.
But yes, please support Tabletop Loot. They support us a lot, and they're just plain awesome. All right, so on to our next sponsor, our partner. We are partnered with Humble Bundle. Andrew, take it away so I don't have to talk.
Humble Bundle. They have a Paradox Interactive bundle going on right now. Paradox Interactive are the ones that do the Magicka games, Crusader, Age of Wonders, Steel Division. They're a pretty broad range developer. They also have a PlayStation bundle going on right now. I don't know what's in that bundle because I don't own a PlayStation 4.
I should probably take a look at that. Not that I use mine.
Their monthly right now is actually excellent. They've got Vermintide 2,
Oh, right. I gotta buy that.
Cultist Simulator, which seems like a Katie game, and Earth Defense Force, which I haven't played, but Jake is insistent that I need to play.
It doesn't matter if you like the game in the end. You need to experience Earth Defense Force. It is a gem of the gaming industry.
I don't know. Is it as good as everything?
It's certainly something, Jake.
It's something again. It's not a great game.
No,
I'm
it's
very
not.
excited for when I get you to play everything.
There's a lot of games I want to play.
Yeah, you gotta make me cry and Devil May Cry 4 first, though.
Yes, I need to see you play that.
Dick.
All right. So, for Humble Bundle, if you go into the description and click on the image that says Humble Bundle and purchase something through there, you give us a small portion.
Kickback.
Yeah, we get a small kickback. You donate to charity, you get games, sometimes books, sometimes software.
Oh yeah, whenever they do an RPG bundle, it's almost always worth it because Humble Bundle is partnered with Kobold Press and Frog God Games, and they both put out excellent third-party content for 5th
How many
edition.
books did you get with the last one?
Only 80.
No, the last one I did that was the RPG bundle. I only paid the $1, but I still got 8 books out of it. It was the
It's-
Numenera system.
Which that's by Monty Cook Games, if I'm correct.
I think so. I haven't actually started reading the system yet.
No, it's by Monty Cook Games. I only remember that because of all my interactions at Gen Con and just things. I know stuff about RPGs, I swear.
Yeah, you are an RPG developer.
Shush.
You're a game designer.
I'm a
Fucking nerd.
And a rocket scientist.
His shirt even says nerd today.
Gay nerd.
You
I like
should-
how this. I like how the one of the two straight people in the room is wearing the gay nerd shirt.
Is this just
'Cause
the straight
I'm
one?
an
I hate you. My brother, ladies.
Okay, we're not doing that joke.
We already went there.
All right.
No.
Was there anything else? So tonight, Andrew's name card is incorrect because I haven't updated it.
And
There's really nothing else to it. I just haven't updated it.
and everything of mine is incorrect because I didn't
Well,
do my character sheet
not everything.
until right now.
The art is correct.
The art is correct. That is Tell.
The name is correct.
Yeah,
And his
mine
name.
is also incorrect because I'm not a half elf anymore.
I think mine's correct.
Alright, I'll stop doodling now.
Maybe I just forgot to try. I don't know.
I forgot what I did. That's not me.
Is Murdy another name for a victim?
You know, you have murderer and then the murdee.
Stop.
I don't think that's how English works, but we'll go with it.
That's not allowed.
Technically not wrong for many, many
Married to
things.
him.
What do you mean that's not how English works? English works however the fuck it chooses in that specific instance.
Fair enough.
Please go to the point.
I mean, because you have the murderer or the murdered, but I do like the idea of
Of the
being a
murdie.
murdie.
Would it be murdery though?
I think it might be murdery.
It might be murdery.
With two E's, because murder with an EY at the end of it is just like you're feeling very murdery today.
Me today.
That's like
I just
in your
imagine that the
inflection
children-
matters. Like murdery and murdery are two very
Yeah,
different words.
that's true, because there's a lot of words that sound exactly the same, but they mean completely different things.
Yeah.
And I forgot what those are called,
With
but I
just
don't
slightly
care.
different inflections.
There.
But all the different theirs
You're
don't
gonna
have a
make me
different
look that shit
inflection.
up.
Alright, so, is there anything else we need to announce, or am I good to get into recaps? There is
Here, 1 second. I'm looking it up because I will interrupt.
Oh yeah, if anyone, since Bailey's looking that up, if anyone likes the character art that we have flashing out in the corners and underneath our character
They're
cards,
called homophones.
yes,
Homophones, if you would like to know how to spell it.
Homophones.
homophones.
go check out Whistle and Sim on Twitter. Yes. Sarah Sid produces excellent work.
So good.
I've personally commissioned Sid 3 times, and I'm getting ready to commission them for an entire set of artwork. So
I'm also commissioning them this week.
Yeah, Sarah's not in here.
Oh,
right
shirtless
now.
Tell!
oh boy.
Yeah, I had to redraw all of his
Ooh.
tattoos.
I
I've
was
had a
seeing
lot
if
of
she was in
wine.
chat.
Oh, shit.
Half done.
You've had a bottle and a half of wine.
You might want to slow down a tad, G.
I go screaming hashtag Teen Void.
I'm working on it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm working on the artwork for it right now, and I'm really pleased that's how it's coming out.
I don't remember everything I've been working on. Today has been Jake's brain is dead, and all I did was paint a horse.
And you're gonna DM while your brain is sliding out of your ear.
Yes, but I have some notes today.
5 lines.
As you break out the very intimidating leather-bound DM book.
What? I really like the design.
It is a very nice looking book.
I don't know how you can write in that. Every time I've bought nice journals like that, they just sit on my shelf because
That's
I'm
like-
afraid.
Yas sent us the custom ones,
Uh-huh.
and Yas was like, you can use it for
Okay.
D&D, and I was like, you think I'm ever going to write in that?
Okay,
I've written it
you
down.
want to know why I'm willing to write in this? Because I'm a terrible person who moves cats when they're comfortable.
You do have a point.
So, literally, the sanctity of things is irrelevant to me.
I write in my books and highlight like my fiction books.
See, that just distracts me. Anyway, so, last session, not last week.
Last
it was
week,
last
Bailey
week.
and I cried on the couch.
Bailey not
We're not going to talk about that. Alright, so, last session, the party was on their way to Rivertan, a small mining town on the northern end of the Etherean continent. They were leaving Kruvashire after having met up with a caravan, meeting up with Grim, who is their current party member and who Andrew is actually playing, not Alduin, because Alduin went to the City of Gold to research ways to reverse the snakening that happened to Myth.
Snakening.
Not wrong.
Snake.
They traveled for the day and ended up making camp in the middle of the road, where discussions were had until suddenly there was a howling within the woods, and Mitholiel cast Seeming, which, by the way, I'm going to need some details on what Seeming does, because I don't remember.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a doodle for this.
I think it's basically just disguise self, but mass disguise self.
Yeah.
It's a bit different.
It is a bit different.
Because
Here we go.
because you can change the appearance from just the race.
274.
You can make, if I recall, you can make them appear as inanimate objects.
I'm gonna read it. Are you ready?
Nope.
The downside.
God damn it!
Seeming, 5th level illusion. This spell allows you to change the appearance of any number of creatures that you can see within range. You give each target you choose a new illusory appearance. An unwilling target can make a charisma saving throw, and if it succeeds, it is unaffected by this spell. The spell disguises physical appearance as well as clothing, armor, and equipment. You can make each creature seem 1 foot shorter or taller and appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change a target's body type, so you must choose a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. It lasts for the duration, which is 8 hours, unless you use an action to dismiss it sooner. The changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. For example, if you use this spell to add a hat to a creature's outfit, objects will pass through the hat.
Okay. I think I got the gist of it.
A creature can use intelligence investigation against your spell save DC to become aware that the target is disguised.
Alright, so Farron, make a sanity saving throw.
Yeah, that howl.
What's your roll?
Well, that's a 19, and I've got a 0 in sanity, so a 19.
Alright. You are good. Because actually the DC is set. It's actually on this list. It's 10 plus the player's proficiency bonus. That way, it gets harder when you get better.
But we don't get a bonus for sanity.
Yep, doesn't matter. Funny, that's how sanity ends up affecting you. You only get worse at it.
I mean, yeah, well, I lost a point in it.
Alright.
I can't believe that you said that.
What?
I told Jake I needed to buy some caulk, and Jake said, "But I'm right here."
I couldn't help it!
Sorry that I'm ruining the mood.
No, it's fine. Oh, I heard that from somewhere. I can't credit myself for being the one to come up with that joke. Alright. So, you cast Seeming. What are you making everyone appear as?
I think that I turned us all into little trees.
Alright, so just in the middle of this road, there are little trees.
Yep, like bushes. They're shrubberies.
Shrubbery.
If I could disguise the equipment too, does a cart count as equipment?
I have a doodle for this.
Can I turn it into a hedge?
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna say no for now.
But yes, a shrubbery.
Oh,
Alright.
didn't I have a sanity effect already affecting me?
I have no idea.
I forgot.
I know that Flint did.
Flint.
Yeah.
Flint and decaying.
Flynn has a...
Oh yeah, mine expired, that's right.
Oh, actually, I need Flynn's character sheet. Now that I think about it. Because I have to, control Flynn. For tonight. Because Diet Jake is currently out.
Remember.
Here will be... I know.
Yeah, don't forget about the immovable rod.
I assume he has the
Steve?
immovable rod.
Was the immovable rod called Steve?
Alright.
I don't remember.
So, I'm gonna need everyone to make a stealth check.
Oh, good. I am so good at these, guys.
Man, am I glad I have Medium Armor Master.
I'm actually going to be running this as similar to the 4th edition skill checks. I'm kind of having all
Skill
of you...
challenge.
Yeah, same thing.
21.
14.
21.
Yeah, I should probably
I'm not even that
19.
sneaky. Those rolled well.
24.
What the fuck? Yeah.
I am fully armored, by
So
the way.
you're disadvantaged, Gareth.
Oh,
Remember.
fuck! 15.
You were so
God
happy
damn it,
first.
Aiko.
You want to know what's terrifying? You rolled better than than Flynn did, and Flynn had disadvantage. He got a 13. All right. So, y'all are just sitting there, and suddenly, I'm going to say you all feel the sensation of the illusion coming up around you as everyone within your field of view turns into trees.
What the fuck did that?
Oh yeah, you don't remember.
Yeah.
Now that I don't remember, I don't know what you can do.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. So, as you guys are all sitting about, standing, wherever you were, after a little bit of time of waiting, because you heard the wolves, you got very quiet. Stop moving. You see a pack of about 8 wolves kind of wander into the camp. They kind of sniff around. They kind of go up to the campfire.
Weren't there traps?
Yeah, we did have some traps set up.
What were they for?
Outside the camp.
Yeah, tell.
What?
Oh yeah.
What? I need specifics on what
I
they were.
had those glyphs of warding up.
And what did they do?
They explode if somebody touches them.
Anybody?
No, enemies.
Enemies?
Yeah.
Specifically anything hostile to you
Anything
guys.
hostile to us.
Okay.
Oh, they're not quite currently hostile with us.
A pack of 8 wolves walk into the camp. They start sniffing around. You see 1 or 2 of them kind of go up near where the fire is. There's a tree not too far from the fire, where there was one of the fellow caravan peoples. I'm at a loss for words for exactly what to call them.
Caravaneer.
I think the proper term is actually caravaner.
Caravaner?
I just said it weird.
Yeah.
Traveler. One of the travelers with you guys was in the middle of cooking a little bit of food. And now being a tree, he's not really moving. And you see wolves kind of go up with their paw, kind of like knock over a small pot of something and spills on the ground. And you see a bunch of the wolves kind of go up and start eating it. And then all of them kind of perk up, kind of look in the direction that they came from, and all run out from the camp.
Back towards that way or up the opposite?
The opposite way. What does your what does your warding thing do again?
It
Oh.
explodes!
With what?
Power.
Power. Let me
Boom,
grab
boom,
it.
firepower.
I also had the plant growth. Overgrown. I mean, it's difficult terrain.
Over a longer period of time, it doesn't really matter.
No. But that's like right next to it.
Yeah, the hope was to guide things into those glyphs, though.
That's fair. Don't worry, that's not an issue.
When triggered, the glyph erupts with magical energy in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the glyph, because they're about that size.
Okay, and you were setting them on the outside of the camp.
Right.
Okay, so they wouldn't explode and hurt the camp.
Right.
All right.
Snowball.
How much damage?
They have to do a dex save.
What do they have to? What
They
is
have
the
to
DC?
be 16.
It succeeds.
Okay. So they would take half of 5d8s.
All right. And now I have to roll some wisdom saves.
And it's lightning damage.
Wow.
I can't believe you red herringed us with a pack of wolves that physically made us jump last time we played. I'm so angry with you.
Oh, you think that's bad? So I'm going to give you some good news with the
Okay.
effect of this spell. None of the horses run away.
Dope.
The horses that are currently trees
Currently trees.
that are attached to wagons.
So they're also true.
So it's kind of a weird look. But, wolves don't really, think about that stuff.
Drum. I got something else to doodle now.
So they take, do we round down or round up? If it's half.
Oh my god.
Round down.
Round down.
we're-
14
yeah.
points of lightning damage.
Sorry, there's a few different rule sets in my head right now. And that is...
I think it's round down for 5e.
5th edition
And how
always
many did
rounds
they
down.
hit?
Okay.
Because I have 4. I had 4 set up.
Yeah, but they were in around the camp, correct?
Right.
They are coming from one direction.
Okay, which one did they? So they hit 1.
They hit one.
Okay, cool. No more.
So a loud blast of lightning goes off. And all of you who are kind of looking in that direction, the light from the lightning, you see kind of casts a shadow on the trees sort of behind you. And it is this large figure. You can't really identify it from the tree, from the light itself. But you hear a snarl. And it wanders into the camp. It is roughly, at its shoulders, it is roughly the height of the caravan itself. And all of you can recognize that this has the form of a wolf, for sure. Its
Oh,
teeth
God,
are
it's an
bared.
involuntary furry.
No.
Good
it-
lord.
It has the same body structure as a wolf. So when I said it from its shoulders, it reaches the caravan, that's without it, getting up on its hind legs. This massive wolf begins to walk into the camp.
Are you making us test fight the dire wolf?
No, because this doesn't have 6 eyes. Stop bringing path stuff into this!
God damn it. I got a sanity save.
Okay, for the first 500, I want Eldwin to make a sanity save.
Before this fight.
I got a +0. 10.
He's blind.
Roll a D100 and then roll a D10.
90. For 9.
Okay, for the next 9 minutes, you're stunned.
Oh, fuck.
Good thing you're a tree.
This massive creature walking into the camp. You look over it. You have never seen a creature this big before, and just fear kind of comes over you. Gets into your mind. You will never get the view of this creature out of your head again.
And
you just-
for the third set of bits, I would like Telemen to make a sanity save.
Okay.
Wow, this is a first.
I like the timing on this.
Yup. Why are you being
Yes.
rude to my baby boy?
It's because you're being too quiet, according to them.
I'm sorry I didn't write my character sheet. I'm trying to write down my skills. Don't punish me.
You have how many advantage dice? You can take a hit.
Fair. Okay, so my sanity is 15. Do I get any pluses?
You get the same pluses that
That's
a
normal.
15 would give,
+2.
which is
Yeah, bitch.
15 sanity.
Here.
Yeah, bitch. Oh, thank you.
You gotta be pretty sane to pull a fucking spear out of your throat on the regular, right?
Oh, nice.
17, 19. Oh, I don't need one that big.
We could just share mine.
I
it's
rolled
fine.
gently.
All right.
My dice aren't gonna fly
Well,
away.
it's more about physics than anything.
Yeah, there is a spell.
What did you
right
roll
here.
again? Sorry.
19.
19? All right, you're
Where's my
fine.
spell sheet?
This isn't shit. You've seen the entire southern spear get frozen over.
Yep.
I want more.
He's
Yeah,
very like.
Grim ain't seen shit though.
Right?
I've
Grim's seen a lot of shit, but apparently the big fucking wolf bothers him.
You haven't seen one this big.
This part is all I can see is a tree not moving, and that's normal.
However,
A tree in the middle of the road not moving.
you do see its snout.
I love when you roleplay animals.
And then you all hear.
I like the eel the best though.
Then you all hear. As as Flynn reflexively taps the ground. The wolf spins its head towards the direction of the noise.
How dare you use his sanity effect against us?
I knew it.
What were we just saying about him always doing that to our disadvantage?
Yeah. Sitting there with his Deus Ex gun, ready to shoot us.
It is then gonna walk over towards him. Oh, fuck.
He just knows it's Flynn.
It kind of moves a little bit more swiftly towards the tree that looks like Flynn. The Flynn that looks like a tree!
Does it have no leaves?
Yeah, because he is bald.
That's all up to Bailey.
So Bailey doesn't have leaves? Or is it just like leaves and no branches?
You ever seen a Charlie Brown Christmas tree?
Yes.
Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it didn't manage to hit. But you see it leap, you see it kind of you hear it snarl, and then its jaws reach out and snap as the tree moves because Flynn dodges out of the way.
Well,
Alright, so what are all of you doing?
I'm going to quickly plug for folks, Aiko's bit reward, the spider kitten, is posted in the Discord.
What?
Aiko
Aiko
asked
tip.
her to doodle.
Yeah, I go tipped for a doodle.
I got it. It was for me.
Oh, okay.
uh,
I did not notice.
Oh,
well, I don't think it's a beast, guys.
Chat Big wants you to do a snarl,
It
Jake.
might be a beast.
Wow, my brain just broke trying to think of it. Give me a second.
One.
I'm working on less brain capacity right now.
Doggle.
Hey, what the fuck is this?
That was
Where'd you get one?
not correct. Not at all.
I'm just fucking
Empty.
blind.
I have two
Wow,
now.
my brain is going to like cats, and it's not.
Yeah, I
my
heard
sneaky
that.
one for
That
it.
was like,
Huh?
This is my sneaky one for it worked. I'll just quietly hit it at my desk. Because it doesn't make that much smoke if I hold it in.
All right. So what are all of you doing? As I
You're
am
two-weapon fighting.
apparently already forgetting.
I can try.
Going, well, fuck.
You hear Flynn go, "Whoa, doggy!"
damn it.
Flynn hasn't attacked it back. No, that. Never mind. It hasn't.
No, because this is the first part of this.
You guys know what I should do? Slow. I'm putting slow down on it. Wisdom saving throw.
Wild magic target, Gareth.
Welcome to the club, bitch.
What does it need to make sure the wisdom saving throw?
DC 16.
It's
16? What is wisdom? What is saving throws? A spell save DCs again? Because I changed my wisdom since then, actually.
It would be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier. Jesus Christ, I'm half drunk and I still know that.
That's because you
Can't
have
wait
a
for you guys
problem,
to-
honey.
Learn tells.
Yeah, I don't have enough wine.
Well, you have beer for
Oh,
that.
17.
17? Yeah, it still succeeds. And what are the effects? If it succeeds, it just doesn't. Nothing happens.
I don't know. No one's ever succeeded before. Let me check.
By the way, what happens when he casts a spell while seeming is going on?
He stays like that.
He's still a tree. It
All
lasts for 8 hours unless I tell it to not.
Oh, this is about to get weird. This dog is gonna have.
Yeah, it's
Trees
not
eating on it.
concentration. It just happens.
It's gonna have more mental problems than it already does have.
Or be affected by the spell. So I think it's a fail, but it doesn't actually say anything on this.
Yeah, if it doesn't say what happens when you fail,
Is
when
it-
it fails, it doesn't happen.
All right. So yeah, nothing happens to it.
Well, I tried.
By the way, wild magic on.
Yeah. You want me to roll a D100?
Go ahead. I like to let you choose your own fate.
Choose your own fate.
Yeah, that's how I wound up like blowing up partisans.
5.
He just forehead twitched. He's still forehead twitching.
I don't know how to handle this. Okay.
Just looking at Jake and then seeing his eyebrow, like the little bit between his eyebrows twitching is worrying.
The only reason is actually from a lore perspective.
You want me to re-roll that?
I think he's reflavoring in his head.
Yeah, I'm trying to reflavor.
I'm curious what it is.
I'm kind of nervous.
Well,
Because the last time we had a wild magic surge, you blew up a...
and got turned
Oh,
into a
room.
newt.
Yeah.
All right.
and summoned a bunch of flumps.
Yeah, the last wild magic we had triggered additional wild magic for a minute.
So
All right. So,
that was such a bad day.
I have to get used to calling you Grim now. Fuck you.
And then you're gonna have to get used to calling him Altwin when Altwin comes back.
It's gonna be just that point where I finally start consistently calling him Grim, and then Alduin will be back. So Grim, you're sitting there thinking over.
My life choices.
You're like, well, I mean, this is kind of standard. Oh shit, you're stunned. I forget.
Yeah,
Yep.
no,
Yeah.
he's very afraid of the wolf.
It's even better that way, actually.
Suddenly, a about 3 foot tall metal creature appears in front of you. Kind of, it looks vaguely humanoid. Its body is a little bit wider.
Is it Blade Shield?
No. It's 3 foot tall,
Baby Blade Shield.
not 8.
Was it one of those little weird guys? Oh, I can't remember what the fuck they're called. I did this to one of my players.
They're called Modron.
Yeah! I love
But
them.
those aren't in my world, so it's the next closest thing to them.
They're so
Kind of appears, looks directly at the tree that is Grim. You summoned me? As this massive wolf is trying to assault Tavern.
Trying to assault me?
What is this thing
Flynn,
again?
sorry. F names. Damn it!
I was about to say.
Its name is Small Box Man.
What's his name?
Alright.
No one can ask him that yet.
Right, so, I forget that Grim is stunned. Wait, no, Flynn didn't do anything.
Haha! I can speak.
You can?
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly.
Okay.
I'm going to say a very simple no.
But I am here! And that is going to be the end of that exchange for this turn.
It's like an iron gnome.
Alright. So,
I'm gonna keep calm and polymorph the direwolf.
Into a newt.
okay. It needs to make what? Wisdom save?
Yeah, DC 17.
Also, I can still take bonus actions.
It failed.
Great. You want to know what it is now?
What?
It is a hedgehog. A small, fat little hedgehog.
But it's good.
Okay. Wow, this kind of changes things all of a sudden.
You knew I was gonna polymorph it.
No, I didn't! I didn't know what you were going to do. Alright, so there's now this small little hedgehog sitting where the direwolf was, and it is trying to assault the tree that is Flynn.
Okay, Myth's gonna run up and take off her cloak and cover the hedgehog up and wrap it up.
It's just kind of struggling on the inside. You feel it flailing, and I don't know what noises hedgehogs make.
They go,
Yeah, they do it.
and if they really like the smell, they flip on their back and foam at the mouth. It's called self-anointing because they want that smell on them. It's why I don't hold hedgehogs anymore because I always think they're gonna die.
All right, well, it is not doing that.
Yeah, every hedgehog I've ever held starts self-anointing, and I think that it's having a heart attack every single time.
I think that's adorable.
I thought I killed fucking Aaron's hedgehog.
All right, so you run up and you kind of wrap it up, flailing on the inside. You hear Flynn go, "Oh, well, now he's adorable."
For an hour.
You can't keep it as a pet
What? Why not?
for an hour.
Can we make it nicer, the bigger version?
I think it has night madness.
Was that actually real? I don't know.
The nighttime madness?
No, I know the nighttime madness is real.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
Can you, and she's gonna hand the cloak and say, can you fly this away?
Oh yeah.
Don't drop it. Just set
Uh,
it down. Bring me my cloak
No,
back.
you hold on to that for a minute, so I can turn into a bird
Okay.
without having a hedgehog.
Okay.
what does
Jesus Christ. Sorry, Katie said something in chat and I'm having an aneurysm.
Oh, couldn't I just fly up?
I'm pretty sure
and drop it?
hedgehogs say I gotta go fast.
God damn it, Katie.
Can I just drop it?
Is that what you want to do to a dire wolf?
I don't know. Does night madness actually get cured when the day comes around again?
We don't know.
I think it does.
Most people haven't figured that out because they either die or have to kill the creature before sunrise. That's a great question.
But not one we know
don't
the
have a
answer to.
cage.
No, we don't have a cage big enough for a dire wolf. It's the size of the cart.
Just take it out of here.
Yeah, get rid of
Either
it.
put it down gently somewhere or try to kill it with the fall. You're
Help.
the druid here.
You'll be okay, buddy.
What do you?
The
You can move. You're not just. You're not actually a tree.
the Modron's still
He's
standing in front of
stunned.
you. What do you want me to
Draw a
do?
fast hedgehog, please, K. Thanks.
What?
I
You
need
summoned
a card.
You need a card. Oh.
I have a pencil. I need.
So you can move. You're not actually a tree. To Grim.
I think something is wrong with him.
Help!
What do you summoned me here? What do you need?
He's stuck.
Die.
Uh,
This is
we've
an
got an
hour.
hour.
It's not gonna take over an hour
If
to.
it doesn't die from the fall, it's fast.
Okay.
What do you want?
Faerun, take the thing away. We can worry about them later.
By the way,
Lesser restore him first to see if that does anything. It's not like it takes long.
Do you like the long suffering look?
Just Myth and tell her like,
so I'm gonna do
fucking
something that
Sakana is also.
none of you have probably seen me do. I'm pulling out the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you crack that book open. And
Actually, never mind. It doesn't actually have stun on that list of conditions, so
a mighty need.
though stun isn't actually ever listed anywhere.
No, but it's considered a condition. So if Lesser Restoration says removes a condition,
No, it says the condition can be a list 4.
what? Oh. Yeah, then
I just realized that.
then you know.
Well, greater restoration then. Fuck it.
That one I know.
I'll glowy boot you.
That one I know. So Grim, you gain the ability. You are no longer stunned. You are no longer mad.
every time I look at my spell list for my bard, and then look at my sorcerer's spell list, I am completely appalled at how little offense I have in my bard and how little utility I have in my sorcerer.
Alright, and now I'm picking a hedgehog. Turning into a giant fast bird.
I mean, you have Giant Eagle.
You could turn into a
For
regular
some reason, I
sized
thought
bird.
of like a giant swallow.
Well, there is a cloak around it.
Uh-huh. Okay, maybe don't turn into an African or European swallow. Because a
Picture that for me, I don't have
5-ounce bird.
Yeah, I'll turn into a
That's a very good
giant eagle and...
Did you see the writing on it?
No.
Don't
Which
want to
nobody
fast
can
right
see.
now.
Oh, because I'm a tree still. I'm gonna be a flying tree!
You sure are.
Motherfucking seeming.
Says the dream.
And all of you see this tree uproot itself and just take off into the sky.
God, that's beautiful.
Got wood.
God bless Efron.
I hate all of you.
Alright, so,
If I fart in this room, I'm no longer gonna feel sorry.
you didn't feel sorry last time either. You were laughing.
I had never considered twin spell polymorph, and that's can't, because you can't concentrate on both.
You could cast it at the same target.
No, because one would immediately.
Drop.
Yep. You'd cast one and then.
Because you're still technically casting two separate spells.
Also, regardless, twin spells doesn't let you cast 2 regular spells, even if it's a bonus action. Remember? Because if you cast a spell, you can only then cast a cantrip.
That's
But
quicken spell. Twin
That's
spell
quicken
is the
spell.
double.
Twin spell is the one that's specific
Oh,
to casting 2 spells.
I'm glad you reminded me of the difference because I don't play sorcerers
I do.
So I guess I'm flying about as far away as I can
in
in
an
50
hour.
minutes.
Oh,
55 minutes.
okay.
Wait,
I want 5 minutes to get away.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
my bad.
Alright.
That
So,
little
which
scared me a little
direction
bit.
are you flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. Yeah, you got the map.
what does this thing want? What do you want?
To kill us. It's
Oh, there's a
gone.
river.
No, I'm talking to the little.
Can I get to
Oh.
the river in that time?
The river's not far from the trail.
Oh. I can't tell. I thought that might actually be a distance from the trail.
No, the only.
You could drown it in the river.
There is a small distance, but it's not much of one. The only reason that it's offset so much on the map is because it's really hard to put 2 lines over each other and signify what both of them are.
You could drown it in the river.
You'd have to tie it down.
It's a hedgehog,
But then it'll
But-
turn into a dire wolf.
but it has an hour.
No, it
But
doesn't.
if it-
When it runs out of hedgehog hit points, it turns into a direwolf.
Oh,
Yep.
damn.
That's
Yeah.
the problem with
God
polymorph.
damn it, polymorph.
Saying like, if I run out of eagle hit points, I turn into an elf,
Okay. Okay, I get it. Thank you.
which also means I no longer have wings.
So, are you dropping it in the river or are you just dropping it on the ground? What you doing?
I'll fly it up the river
Okay.
and drop it in.
Okay.
At that 55-minute point.
Are you swooping down low to drop it in the river so it doesn't immediately die when
Yes.
you drop it? Okay. Right, so you swoop.
And it's not like just dropping the cloak and everything. I'm gonna like let go of the one bit that's holding it in and just sort of rolling.
Scoop it.
Yeah,
Where are my D10s?
just roll a hedgehog into a thing from cloak.
High or low?
High, because that's what I normally am.
All right. Fair enough. All right, so you swoop low, and
Something leaps out of the lake and eats me.
you drop this bundle of.
Hedgehog.
Wait, you said your cloak?
Yeah, he's supposed to keep
I'm
my cloak.
letting go of the side of the cloak and
Okay.
leaving it open to drop the hedgehog.
No,
All right.
I want my cloak back.
Sorry, I had to specify that because
Yes,
that was not described.
Yeah,
I
no,
did describe
that's
it.
my cloak of Smunchy.
Well, you didn't describe the act of opening the cloak, letting the
Yes, you
hedgehog
did.
fall.
I
down.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck, I didn't hear it.
I could say go home, you're drunk, but we're already at your house.
Go home, you're drunk. I am home. Alright, so you drop the hedgehog into the river and turn around and fly away.
Partly the river, because scent. That's my thinking anyway. I'm trying to be smart.
As you are flying away, you hear suddenly a splashing of water. A lot. And more snarling.
At least it probably took fall damage.
He swooped low to drop it in the river.
Oh,
Mostly it just came out of time.
okay.
Alright. So, everyone back at the
I
camp.
can't time accurately as a bird.
You have
Anyway,
your mental capacities.
I have my mental capacity, doesn't mean I'm going on Mississippi
unlike the
to
polymorph.
Mississippi as I'm flying.
So, everyone at the camp for this next 55 minutes. What are y'all doing?
2:55 minutes. You're not having this thing leap up in the air to catch me, are you?
Good point. No, but something else might happen. Alright, so, what is everyone else doing back at the camp?
Well, that's going to probably explain seeming to Grim since he seems a little bit confused.
There's a few other people that are with you
Also,
that are...
are you dropping seeming?
I just had
No.
a horrible thought.
You a tree for the night.
If
I
a
would much
druid
rather be
in
a
wild
tree.
shape could get night sickness. That would be horrifying.
Well, if you retain your mental
Don't you
capacities.
smirk at me, motherfucker.
For your druid shape, how long can you stay in it? Just a chat question. I don't
think
recall.
it's 8 hours.
It's 8 hours or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's a significant amount of time you can stay in it, but I can only do it twice per day.
Until you hit like 20th level or something.
Nope.
Or 18, I don't remember.
Nope. Circle of the Moon can do that. That's the only circle.
That's what I was thinking of. Alright.
Why are you a tree?
Because it was camouflage.
Does
You
the
are
spell-
also a tree.
I don't want to be a tree.
That's really too bad at this point.
I would much rather be a tree
What
with
kind of
those
tree
things
am I?
wandering around.
A spruce.
Thick.
No, he's a sycamore.
I hate you.
One of his characters is named Spruce.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Alright.
I
Anybody
forgot
else?
about
Yeah, does anybody else want to know what type of tree they are?
that. No.
I'm kind of curious, but I'm not here to ask you.
You're a bird.
You're
I'm a bird tree.
I was going to say a willow tree because of the massive roots.
Oh.
Are we talking about dick sizes again?
No! Why?
I did roll a 12.
No. Grim doesn't need to see male Nakane.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that happened last session.
A birch tree?
What did you roll?
Don't worry
What
about
is
it.
it? Was it a 1?
Don't worry about it.
Who was it?
You rolled it before.
Everyone
You're
wants to
supposed
know.
write it down.
Everyone wants to know what Grimm's dick size is.
He
Oh
just
wait,
rolled
no,
it.
you didn't for
I-
Grim. You did for Aldwin.
Yeah, I had Aldwin.
He
got
just
moves.
rolled it for Grim,
Grim's got a micro penis,
frowned,
doesn't he?
and hid
I
the dice.
don't know what you're talking about. That
Poor
die
ass.
was completely removed. You know what? That's a bad luck die.
It
It's
rolled him a
gonna be
1
there.
for dick size, I'm pretty sure.
Poor Yass.
Isn't Yass a halfling?
Real
Rolkin don't exist in my world.
She's a real clean.
clean, yeah.
If they existed in my world, I would have told all of you. Alright, so if there's nothing else, so what are you guys actually doing for the next...
Probably trying to get some rest, but now very paranoid about giant creatures coming storming through the...
Oh yeah, because you're one of the few people who hasn't traveled very much.
No! And it's fucking cold! I'm used to the desert!
You're not used to the nighttime madness as
Nope.
much. You're
I am going to come sit with Nikane. And I am also going to set up my ward. Not the glyph.
Not the exploding one.
Not the exploding one. I have a...
Does that ward disappear after it explodes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
there's one
So
left
that one's
one.
gone.
So if they come from that direction.
The spirit ward is a...
I don't think anybody's
going
gonna try to kill a tree as
It's
it
a
comes
30-foot
back.
circle
Yeah.
that centers on me. I can move it around if I want to, but when I first cast it, it centers on
That's
me.
great.
No incorporeal, like no spirits can enter it.
Alright.
And
How long will it last? That's the important part.
I'm mostly
Can you
doing it to
stack
help
shape?
Nikane feel better.
I
I
mean, I
can
guess
set
it's just
these.
an
I can set
Nikane's
this
like-
up literally whenever. Let me see.
The guy's like,
Mine's an illusion.
Serpent strip was bad enough. Mm-mm.
Quickening.
And there weren't even any stripping serpents.
She's okay with that.
You guys
forget
didn't go to the
Mr.
right part of
Stripping
town.
Serpent.
I just remembered that Smunchy almost ate one of his dice once.
What?
Because Andrew went toward his mouth with his die.
Alright, bottle 2 done. I also have no idea what time. Where's my phone? Why do I keep putting it on the bookshelf?
Well, it normally lasts a minute per level, so 12 minutes, but I can just keep making them.
Okay.
So.
And it doesn't cost you anything to do so?
Nope, it's just a witch thing.
However, it does require you to be conscious for it.
Right. And anyone who is reduced, or any friendly creature reduced to 0 hit points in the ward but not killed outright, it becomes stable.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So it glows nice and soft under our feet.
All right.
Soft word.
By the way, Farron, I need you to roll a stealth check. I'm going to give you disadvantage because you look like a tree. Flying through the air.
Yeah, the
Which
kind of
arguably
like,
is not common.
now. She's cold because
This
it's like
would be fun. Here.
I mean, it
get
can
this.
be if there's a
Here,
tornado.
Take this. You can simply
There is no
move
tornado nearby.
Just
There is in my
excellent.
mind.
You'll be safe.
Yeah,
in
that
here.
doesn't fucking help you.
Remember that time Elroy got tossed by a tornado?
Yeah. Ugh.
No.
Okay, so that's a 2. Stealth? 8.
Yikes.
I'm a giant stealthy tree flying through the air.
You got an 8. I don't know if that's that stealthy.
Stealthy.
You think you're stealthy.
Stealthier than a normal tree flying through the air.
My first one was a 14, which would have been a 20 with my bonus. But I've
Since
got
he's a druid,
disadvantage.
he looks like dogwood.
Huh?
Since he's a druid, he looks like dogwood.
What's dogwood?
It's a type of tree.
Yeah, I don't know what that tree looks like. You need to go into more detail.
I don't need to tell you what it looks like. I'm joking because it has dog in the name.
But I want to know what this tree looks like now.
It's got reddish bark, blade-shaped leaves. They're
Is
fairly
it the one
pale.
that's got like the needles on the branches? Yeah. That
Ooh,
sucks.
I'm spiky.
Wow, that tastes weird after having 2 bottles of wine.
Draw Iko a little bird cat.
With a
With
soldier
a soldier hat.
Bless you.
Here you go.
I'm glad we have this teeny. What the fuck was that?
Just
Did you find something I drew?
I don't know. I saw
It's a
something.
skull.
I saw something in color.
Oh, that might have been me. Was it a flump?
I don't know what it was. It was like I saw something in color.
Anyway, okay, so Theron, you are flying back.
Yes, I am.
You two are kind of cuddling.
Yeah,
Ish.
absolutely.
I'm trying to keep her warm.
Yeah, there's 2 trees that
Tells
kind
very
of
warm blooded.
look kind of oddly combined.
I'm keeping awake
That's what it
until
was.
Farron comes back.
Stop eating
At
my
least.
dice.
You should probably post a picture of that so people understand what you're.
Giggling about.
Yeah.
And let me see it.
All right. Grim, what are you doing for the basically next 110 minutes again?
Anyone want to play cards?
I will play cards with you.
Great, we're playing cards.
Okay.
So there's 3 trees, kind of.
Playing cards.
You just see branches holding cards.
Mitt's going to get into a tree.
Tree sex.
So
So
which
there's
one of
a
us
tree on top of a tree with roots now kind of coming out of the middle of the tree.
Yeah,
That
no,
actually
there's
happens.
a tree up in the branch of another tree. I'm a parasitic tree now.
I've walking around, you just look up and you see trees on trees, and it's like, motherfucker.
That's fine. Kind of reminds me of Minecraft, but okay.
Yep, that's me now.
I'm not going to make you roll for it because you got 110 minutes.
Does that tree have a full house? I like them. They can stay.
Yes.
I like this new person.
Yeah, me too. I like all these new people.
Yeah. Playing cards. Playing cards doing great.
God, I have not stopped drinking since about 7 o'clock.
That's the way to live.
I'm going to be fine. I'm going to sleep like a... Actually, I'll probably sleep like shit, but that's beside the point. Alright, so the rest of you are just kind of relaxing. And you see this massive tree come flying in and then just kind of root itself again.
Our image came true.
What would a tree look like cleaning?
Like it's
what?
in the wind.
Like what?
Cleaning its feathers.
It's in the wind. Yes.
rustling itself.
Like this.
As in, like, the beak cleaning its feathers.
Probably.
It's wind. You don't have a beak.
I mean,
What does the mask look like then?
A tree.
looks like a face in the tree.
You look like a tree.
You just look like a tree.
I
That's it.
cast an illusion on you that makes you look like a tree.
Yeah, everything still works the same. It's just, it looks different. Also, we make you animated based on what's hilarious and interesting. Like playing cards.
Nope, I'm here. What did I miss? It's in the lake.
Nothing.
Lake.
Lake, yes.
I want to draw.
That's what you hear one of the travelers say. Lake?
River? Body of water.
Unless you went back towards Cruvishire, the only river's nearby.
No, it goes up that way as well.
Yes, the only thing within an hour is the river.
So you put it in the river.
You couldn't have put it in the lake.
River.
You're bad with time.
And
I
bodies
said
of water.
body of water.
Well, you said lake
You
first.
said lake.
And then I said river, body of water. Something.
I was just
How do
correcting
you not know whether or not it was a river or a lake, Farron?
I don't care.
That's a really good point. I'm
They're
going to
not
bed.
supposed-
Either way, it's in the water. And it howled at me. But that's beside the point.
Give me a perception check.
$15.
Wait.
I rolled a 5.
You think you hear something in the distance, trouncing towards the camp.
How far away was that river?
55 minutes. Something. Maybe an hour. Something. I mean, it touched the water and then it could be... Yeah, about an hour.
Wait. So you dropped it off before, just about before it was going to turn into a...
Mm-hmm.
Wolves can smell, jackass!
I was a bird. And it was in water.
It can
Well, I
get out of
suppose
the water.
we should get ready to
Water
find it anyway. Then.
interferes with smelling.
I might kick its ass.
I will join you.
And so does flying, for that matter.
If I die, fuck you.
Stay inside the circle and you will not die.
I'm not into necrophilia, but thank you for the offer.
Stay inside the circle and you will not die.
I'm going to stand perfectly still since I look like a tree.
And inside the circle.
The circle protects against spirits.
Death.
Spirits and death. If a friendly creature, it goes to 0 hit points but isn't killed outright,
okay.
they become stable.
I see what your reasoning for that is. You kind of see a bunch of trees get shuffle towards the circle.
Mm-hmm.
There is now a sudden grove in this
A
spot.
good stand of trees. I'm surprised you didn't make me roll to see if I accidentally tried climbing one of my friends.
I was really hoping. I was like, oh no, who is she climbing?
We have the ability to retcon. Fucking
Jesus
roll.
What am I rolling?
Never mind. High or low.
Hi.
Where are all my D6s?
I ate them.
Oh, there's some.
I have literally 30 of them. They're small.
Nakane, you suddenly feel someone trying to climb you?
Myth, I hope that's you and not one of the boys.
Oh, you're not actually a tree.
Nope.
You kind of figure that out after, reaching towards a tree
Yeah,
and your branch kind of goes through it.
Right.
think
I'm gonna go find a different one.
definitely.
Good luck with that. Climbs tell instead.
All right, fast forwarding a little bit after the retcon, which changes absolutely nothing. What are all of you doing after? Ow. Cramp.
Well, now I can make jokes that Myth climbed me
Like a tree.
Like
Yeah.
a tree.
So all of the fellow
cards.
all of your fellow travelers are in the circle, and Tavern could hear the far-off sounds of something trouncing through the forest after him.
I was through the forest. I don't know if it was after me. It's probably after me. But shh. Fuck.
There's only one big thing in the forest you can think of right now.
There are plenty of big things in the forest.
Yeah, there are, but there's one that you know about.
Owlbears.
You haven't seen one yet. I mean, you've seen one within your adventures,
I'm
but you
wearing
haven't seen one this night.
This night, no. But there are plenty of big things in.
Anyway,
I'm
so
being a
what
smart
are
ass.
all of you doing?
Playing cards.
Yeah, we're playing cards.
I'm in the tree still.
I guess I'm ready to cast slow on it to see if it works this time, if it actually comes towards us. Because I can try. Ooh,
I'm already set upon by woodpeckers.
Hey, nighttime madness works in mysterious ways.
Which do not summon allies for our
Actually, that's
enemy.
not going to be slow. It's not going to be slow.
We
Wait,
don't
it's
need
gonna be slow. Which one
magpie
has a longer range?
season.
Yeah, this
Aside
one be
in
slow.
character.
I just need to figure out which one's
We're just gonna
because I want it
use
to
this
be as
tiny
far away from
sketch
possible
pad
when
for
it
like
affects it.
stupid things that come up in this game, like trees playing poker,
All right,
and then we're
so
all shrubs.
What if bird eyes just round? Yes.
Within a certain matter of time, you guys do hear the bounding of this wolf begin to get closer to the camp.
Oh, here it fucking comes again.
You hear two of the horses neigh, and suddenly two of the carts start getting pulled away by trees as they are running off in terror. One of them is managing to stay put. You hear two of the trees yell, "Wait, no, no!" And one of them goes running after them.
I told you all to stay in the fucking circle.
And two-thirds of their goods are running off into the distance.
Wait, they left the horses attached to the carts?
When we were making camp for the night.
No one does that.
Okay, fine. Two fucking trees run off into the woods. And one of them goes, and another tree goes running after them.
Okay.
Because they don't have another way to pull the carts that they know of before I start getting polymorph and wild-shaped comments. Because they haven't
Draw
seen
a tree playing cards. If Nid will ever finish his 1 minute doodle.
We said it was a minute?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
supposed to be 1 minute
Oh.
doodles.
I don't look at that. I just knew it was supposed to be a doodle. I'm like,
All right. So, two trees go running off down, I'm going to say down the path because, as I am aware, horses don't actually go running through the forest. But yeah, and then a third tree goes running after. And the dire wolf's back.
Which way is it coming from? The opposite direction of where it came from the first time?
Nind, which direction did you say you went? Because you never specified. You just said the river.
Richard Tan.
Toward. All right. I'm not gonna question the thinking behind that.
And then that way.
So yeah. So it is coming from the.
I want to drop it near
rough
Blue
east.
Shrine.
Yes, you're gonna drop it basically in the direction that you guys are traveling.
That dumb bitch is definitely gonna run into another one of my wards.
Indeed, it is. And it's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw. 16 was the save.
Yes.
It manages to save.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you for
It's
the
still
thought
gonna take some
propaganda.
damage.
This means 2 are down now. How many times can you polymorph this thing, drop it in the forest, and have it run into another ward until it kills it?
Plenty of times.
The entire tension of this fight is completely destroyed.
I'm so sorry.
That is fine, because I have other knights to fuck with you. Rolling dice? Or...
It takes 12 lightning damage
Alright.
when it runs into my ward.
Once again, all of you hear loud zapping noise.
Like a bug zapper.
And then inbounds the direwolf.
Is it within 120 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to slow in.
We're gonna see what it does. It fails.
Good.
Here you go, Erica. You can put that in the
Speed is halved, -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, can't use reactions, and on its turn it can only use an action or a bonus action,
Sorry,
not
I
both.
made a hit with it.
And regardless of its abilities or magic items, it can only make one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Good news, it doesn't have magic items that you know of.
Or creature abilities.
It doesn't have magic items that you know of. It-
Okay, Jake.
I don't have to make sense. I'm the dungeon master. Alright, so the creature is slowed. What is everyone else doing now that it has basically entered the camp?
Getting back up to get ready to fight it.
I'm in a tree.
Wondering why there's a tree on top of a tree.
I'm probably not too close at the moment.
Not really.
Probably close enough for some of my spells, but nothing I want to use.
I'm gonna cast a spell at it.
Yay! What spell?
Blight.
God.
Hey!
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
Alright. What? I know that is that's a save. Is that also a wisdom save?
Constitution.
Right. It fails. It doesn't matter what its bonus is.
Ooh, I get an extra damage too. Okay,
Well, it rolled a 2.
nice. One of the spirits that I have bound, anytime a creature fails a save against one of my spells, it takes 8 psychic damage.
Ooh.
While things scream in its ears, in its brain.
Oh joy, because that's going to make things better.
Yep. I'm gonna spook it.
No.
I need 8d8.
Oh.
6.
7, 8.
Nice. Shakes.
And one of them's gay.
Yes. I'm rolling really good today.
For now.
Oh my god.
6 plus 2. 37 points of necrotic damage plus the 8 psychic.
There's some additional math in there that I swear I'm totally doing. I'm actually doing math. It's hard.
And if it happens to be a plant, it would take all of it.
I will
but
assure you
it's not a
that this
plant.
is not a plant.
Okay, just making
This
sure.
time.
Just making sure.
However, that is a fantastic idea.
A timber wolf.
That's amazing.
Terrible.
I stole it from My Little Pony.
God.
I knew it.
Wow, I don't have enough beer all of a sudden.
What do you
I
mean?
thought it was a very
What do you mean?
smart
There's three-
idea.
There's 3 more down there.
I don't have enough beer all of a
I
sudden.
can't find the
That's
drinking
fair.
menu.
Because I ain't giving you my cider. These are the last 2 Strongbow Original Dries that I will probably have for a very long time. Alright, so, this thing,
Thanks.
the wolf kind of bounds into the camp. Farron slows it down, and you see its skin, its fur, begin to get a little bit more blackened than it was before. And you kind of start hearing it. You don't hear it whimper, but you definitely hear the sound of pain come from it. And it begins thrashing about wildly.
As wildly as it can when it's slow. It's like slow motion.
Yeah,
Thrashing.
Which tree is Nakane so I can hide behind her?
too late.
She's a very small tree.
God damn it.
Oh, my Twitter handle's different now.
It is. God damn it!
It is?
Yeah, he made me change it because he didn't like it being Mike Hands McFuck.
It was hard to remember
How is that hard to remember?
I was that
because I keep forget. I keep
Because he kept trying to say fuck Hands McMike. So it's spell rat now.
fix Bailey's handle, not bike.
Also, shoddy. SHODDY.
I still have not. I have not touched that at all. So
I know,
Also-
I'm giving you a list.
Phallic.
Yeah, that's a PH.
this is the wrong time to tell me anything right now
He says
because
writing it down.
I give zero shits. No, the pen is.
I just heard it click. I couldn't see the pen.
Now you have no idea what state it's in.
No, but I do like the sound of clicking
Yes.
pens.
Anyway, so it comes in, thrashes about everyone who's in the camp. So Myth, you are not involved in this. Give me a dexterity saving throw at advantage because it's slow. Dexterity saving throws.
Oh, all of us?
Yes, all of you.
Everyone except for Myth.
Damn it.
Dexterity with at advantage because it's slow.
I'm so glad that I'm up in this tree.
20.
12. I have a -2 to my dex modifier, too.
It sucks to be
22.
Hashtag
My
not all
D10 tried to
paladins.
run away. I had to stop it.
I
Well,
still love
I
how
luckily had a
glittery
big
that
itch.
red one is.
Well,
Wow.
I failed.
Remember that thing you were just saying
Well,
about
I
how you
need
were
a
rolling
number.
well?
It's a 10.
The 10. I don't. Oh shit. Oh, I do have enough dice.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see what I'm gonna do to this thing.
I'm excited.
How did I manage to cock a... I don't even have a tray back here. So, Tell and Nakane, both of you are going to take 13 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
As this thing's jaws kind of are flailing around.
You said 13?
Yeah, it's not actually biting, but it's kind of like ripping its teeth through the air. If that makes sense.
At least it doesn't all the way know where people's bodies are.
True.
No, it basically came in, got hit with psychic damage, slowed, and it's
Raging.
it's pissed off. All right, because that's the only thing it can do. So
Me?
Grim, Myth, and Flynn, who Flynn is
Is it within 60 feet?
you're
Can I
sure.
stab it first before you polymorph it?
Yeah, go for it.
Stab it, let's stab it. Fuck!
Go on,
I want
Fred.
to
So
kill it.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and pull out my
Really
hilt.
good way to do it.
Okay.
Kind of flick it, and the sunblade's gonna come out, and I'm gonna run up and slash it a few times.
There's a glowing tree. I can't do the lightsaber sound.
I didn't bring the
You
lightsaber.
sounded so disappointed. I can't do the
I considered
lightsaber
it.
sound.
I
Here,
almost brought
you
the
want me to play
lightsaber
it for you,
today.
Jake?
Do I have?
Did you get that picture too?
Bye, Jake. Oh no, Jake
Yes.
has a fucking...
Oh god, he went to go get his
Go
lightsaber.
get the lightsaber.
I have 2 of them in my house.
You want help?
All around me are
Familiar!
Fuck it! This is good enough! Do not ask why I have swords.
Myth,
Because
don't pull.
Because all of us do.
I don't.
I don't have a sword. I have 2 lightsabers at home, but I don't have a sword.
I have 2 swords, and they're both broken.
I have a lightsaber somewhere, but I have no idea where it
Played
is.
really well. Thanks. You're welcome.
Wow.
Alright, so, you're attacking,
say-
correct?
Yes.
Myth, don't polymorph it again.
Thank you!
I would like to kill it.
You're welcome.
I have plans.
I'm sorry,
I didn't-
you see a branch wave inside of a tree.
Got it.
All right.
Thank you.
And when I do that, Jake, I'm going to use my unwavering mark.
Okay.
When I hit a creature, I have to hit it first.
Sorry.
So I'm going to do all 3 of my attacks
Because you're not stunned.
because I'm not stunned. And I have extra attack. So.
Ooh, goddamn fighters.
13.
That will not hit.
-2 to its AC, by the way.
That will not hit.
Okay, I was just double checking.
It is fast.
20.
Yeah, 20. will hit.
Not a natural.
Yeah, no, my brain had to think for a second.
Another 20.
Okay, both of those will hit.
I've made a drastic mistake.
What's that drastic mistake?
I forgot the damage on Sunblade. I know it's radiant damage.
Good job.
That gets us one step closer.
You know what you should probably have done with that, Gareth?
Probably written out on my character sheet, like
Yeah.
not like
Like an asshole.
Like everyone else here does.
Oh, thank God. I have that URL just kind of remembered because of Google.
Do we have any arcane cards? Spellbook cards? Can I have?
These?
Yeah.
Are these the arcane
No,
ones?
the spell card. Spellbook card. The
Sun.
one that says
Sunblade. I got it.
Yeah, because my 5e tools is broken.
Martial powers
So you
and
gain
races?
+2 bonus to attacks and damage rolls.
Oh, then that first one would have been 15.
Where's the spell?
Would
Which one are you
Not
talking about?
supposed to
That would've
for
hit.
the basic one.
We don't have a basic one.
There was a general one.
No.
Okay, so
Bard one.
it is still counted as a longsword, but oh, hold on.
It's a finesse longsword. I believe it does 2d8.
This item appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause the blade of pure radiance. Oh wait, no, because multi-attack for level 12 fighters are 3 attacks. So no, it is just a longsword that deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, that target takes an extra 1d8 radiant.
okay. That's where I was thinking of that. From.
Yeah. It also emits light, but you know we knew that. So it is literally because you have it as a longsword, correct?
Yeah.
So it is just a longsword, and if you're wielding it one-handed, then it'll be that 1d8. If it is two-handed, it's 1d10. She freaks out anytime I come towards her in this room because I have to constantly kick her out of this room.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm using
Is
it
she
with
allowed
one
to
hand.
go
I do have my
inside?
shield in the other
Over
hand.
here,
So that is going to be 3d8, and that was +2 because it's magic. So +7 to damage.
It is not undead. I will let you know that much.
Okay. So 3d8. I have d8s in here somewhere. Where's one?
Double pyramid.
I have all these d8s right here too.
You have a lot of attacks that hit. So
33 radiant damage. Across all 3 of my attacks.
And I'm going to use my unwavering mark on it.
does that take a bonus action?
I don't believe so. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can mark the creature until the end of your next turn.
Okay, we're good.
While it is within 5 feet of you, a creature marked by you has disadvantage on any attack roll that doesn't target you. So it has to attack me or it has disadvantage.
Has to attack the glowing tree,
It has to attack the glowing tree.
or it takes disadvantage.
Yes.
Which it is an animal at this point. It is probably going to look at you. Look at the
Also,
tree.
in addition, if a creature marked by you deals damage to anyone other than you, you can make a special melee weapon attack against the marked creature as a bonus action on your next turn.
Okay. I'm doing maths. I swear.
I'm gonna, since I was asked kindly not to polymorph, I am going to get out of my tree and get as close as I can to it.
Okay.
Jump down.
Yeah, it'll still take some movement because that fall
Yeah.
time.
Wonderful. How far away would you say I am? I'm just trying to gather a range.
While you were in the tree, I was saying that you were within
Within
60
60.
feet because the road's only about 30 feet wide. So you drop down, you're probably 15 feet from the campfire. So 15, 20 feet away from the creature.
Not quite
I
close
guess
enough.
let's draw a wolf puppet.
So I'm going to.
I will say you have at least 10 feet of movement left.
Okay, perfect. I want to get within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Well, yeah. Okay.
use
I know
my
you
wantiness,
prefer those like I do.
kind of going to feel some agitation bubble up in me and cast Poison Spray.
Okay.
That'll be a Constitution save for DC 17.
It fails.
Alright, then it's going to take 3d12 damage.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this die roll's getting the shit kicked out of it.
If I can find a d12. Yep. This is
Poison spray's a cantrip, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
20 damage, please.
How much?
20.
Ooh, how does this thing go?
Is it dying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I just poison
No,
sprayed it.
that's fine. It's okay if it dies.
Okay.
I want it to die.
Okay. It kind of stumbles and loses its footing in the poison spray and collapses heavily onto its side just off the side of the road.
I'm going to take its soul.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again for me, please?
I'm going to take its soul.
Alright,
You scare me.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do for you?
I am going to bind it as a spirit of, what did I decide? Guilt, I think.
Guilt?
So I can bind spirits, and they grant me things.
Yeah, witches
Oh.
aren't scary.
It almost
Yes,
sounds like-
I'm going to bind it as a spirit of guilt.
Okay.
It takes up one of my spell spots, basically. But
Spirit slots.
no, it takes the place of one of my spells.
Oh,
So now I don't get to use one of my spells, but I had a new spirit.
I did not fully read that, but that's cool. I know I read it enough
So
to be like,
normally it takes up a spell slot, but since we
Yeah.
don't use slots, I'm just not giving myself as many spells. I'll just replace them with the spirits.
this is fair.
Because these are like one-time use, or they give me like a
Yeah.
passive.
Nope, that's good enough. Alright. Even in its dying breath, it is still trying to snap out at you. It seems that even death does not.
I'm the wild magic target.
Roll a d100.
I'm gonna use my acid splash once.
If you
31.
Alright, Myth suddenly disappears.
Damn it.
Oh,
Well, I mean, a tree disappears.
is she still concentrating on us then?
It isn't concentration.
Yeah.
Seeming is not concentration.
Yeah, that's what's terrifying about it.
It just lasts for 8 hours.
The fuck?
Myth,
Yeah?
you find yourself floating. Surrounding you seems to be empty space.
Welcome to the astral plane, bitch.
The space around you seems very, it does have a color to it. It's not just blackness.
Okay.
That's a different plane. Instead, all around you seems to be kind of like this beige color. And you feel like there's fog because as you look at your own hand, like it seems misty and hard to see.
Is this the plane of 40-year-old women trying to sell their houses, or?
No. You are in the astral plane.
I'm enjoying the beige.
You are then. You suddenly feel yourself then. It's almost like something pulls you back very rapid, or starting out slow and then
No, not
speeding
again!
up. And you appear back where you were.
So,
It's sanity
for you
save,
guys,
not wild
you
magic.
just suddenly hear, ah! As she's kind of brought back.
So what's going on?
Nakane gets a wild magic thing.
Oh, it is wild magic?
No. Sanity save.
Oh,
Wild
nice.
magic is 600 bits.
Oh,
Alright.
my bad.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, no, not again. Okay, sanity save. Okay.
Alright.
Me. Nice.
I'm liking all the sanity saves and wild magic. It's a lot better than more magic items. Alright. You gonna make that you
Yeah,
gotta
hold
make
on.
that sanity save. I can make you make 2.
No.
Woof.
I'll be good.
That's what I thought.
8.
Where do I put the
I need you to roll a d100
Yay!
and then a d10.
No. Oh, we don't like that. Okay.
I mean, if I told you to only roll a D100, you should then be more worried. Not.
Fair. Fair. Well, I want to use my pretty black sparkly dice. Yes.
We're like, all right, if I gotta roll this thing that might hurt me, I'm at least gonna roll the pretty dice for it.
18.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you are supposed to draw a bubble.
I did.
Tales from the. It's in Discord.
God damn it!
The Tales from the Tavern public.
I can't believe I have this note here. Bioengineered assault turtles with acid breath and laying thousands of eggs in a man's colon in my notes.
Oh yeah, from Cards Against Humanity.
That one.
Anyway, all right. Roll a d10.
Oh, that's cocked. Fuck, get back here. 8.
All right. I'm not giving you anything.
Oh, I thought you were giving me something that is happening to me. Hey, this is the first sanity save I've failed. So, I'll take it. It's fine.
I gotta use this. Well, that was interesting. That was Flynn, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So in case everyone who's just tuning in, Flynn is our missing character, and he has a long-term madness effect that is actually nearing its end finally. I think he's got like another day on it, where he just has to tap.
Yep, he's got this walking stick and he.
Yep.
Awesome.
Which is what started this whole shenanigans. Alright, so the creature is now dead in the camp. Filled with poison. And
missing its soul.
which most people don't notice.
Yeah, most of us don't notice that part.
They definitely watched me take it, though.
What does it look like when you take
Probably
a soul?
pretty spooky. I literally
It's just a
whipped
tree
it from its
reaching.
body.
It's a tree reaching over it as a wispy white amorphous mist comes out of the body of the creature.
And then lingers around him.
That almost sounds like something a
Gently.
druid would be opposed to.
Nakane's not sure what to think about this right now. I'll get back to you on
That
that
seems
one.
very fucked up.
I have several of these.
Not helping.
Then it just kind of fades.
Did our buddy
So-
that went off after the horses ever get them?
Huh?
Did our buddy that went off after the horses ever get them?
Not that we can
It's
see.
been over an hour.
Has it?
Okay.
No, because it took off when the wolf came back.
Oh, I thought that they took off when the wolf came.
Not the first time. No.
Right, I should probably
No,
go.
the second time it came back, then the
My
wolves
bad.
took off.
I was thinking that it had been
Yeah,
longer.
So,
I'll go help him get them. What's faster than a horse?
A lot of things.
a giant eagle.
A cheetah.
A faster horse.
I mean,
An ostrich.
I mean, neither of those things you really would have seen because there's
A
not
snake.
really the environments
A
for
dog.
those.
There's no environments for cheetahs?
Why do I hear sport ball?
Most of the
It's coming from that.
that would end up playing on the. What are you doing?
I'm trying to check messages, but you can't do it through Streamlabs or through the Twitch app. You have to go to the Chrome Twitch.
Alright, that's fair. I do not know why Sports Ball is on Twitch. That does not belong there.
One of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things is sports.
As
I
far
just heard
as-
that type of voice, and I was like,
Alright, so, what are you transforming into to go after them?
I guess a giant eagle.
I mean, you can choose something else. I was only saying that as like well, this is something that came up recently. A giant eagle could actually go and,
I was thinking, no,
there are so many vibrating phones. Oh.
it's yours.
That's you!
My statement stands!
I took my phone off the table for that reason.
Actually, I'm going to turn into a giant eagle and fly.
That's so cute. Thanks.
I've got a plan,
I'm happy
but
with the
depends
muzzle.
on if
It's
you want me
more
to say
like
it
a
now or
fox, so
no.
I'm gonna make it a little wider.
I'd like to, because...
Okay.
Okay,
It's cute.
I'm hoping to get
My friend has made
above
this really
the horse
terrifying Madoka
and then turn back into an elf on the horse's back.
So, you turn from a tree to a
They're
tree.
literally doing like a
yes.
On a
Because I
tree.
still look like a
this
tree,
thing
yes.
is gonna
And so do the
be
horses.
hanging around them.
Them being trees is going to be a fucking pain.
Yep, give me an athletics check. Actually, no, acrobatics, sorry.
Okay,
Dummy.
I have something for you.
Bailey Vox has something to show you.
Hold on, I'm gonna have them send me the
Acrobatics?
concept.
Yes.
I
27.
also would like to see.
Good news! You land on the horse's back.
I'm on the horse's back.
Your testicles kind of hurt a little bit, but you're on the back.
It's my animal handling. Animal handling? I'm trying to get the horse to be calm.
Okay, you're trying to get the horse to be calm. Roll animal handling.
I was trying to think of what would be.
Do
the
not
calm.
ask me to roll something. Tell me what you're doing. I will tell you what to roll. That is how this works.
19.
You calm the horse down.
Yay, that's 1 of 2.
Yep, 1 down.
I'm gonna ride the horse up to the other horse. I can't turn into a bird again.
Yeah, so there's a tree riding another tree.
Chasing a tree.
Chasing a tree. God fucking damn it, Seeming.
I'm gonna be trying to calm it down verbally while we get
that's
to
what
it,
they're
but
thinking.
I don't know if I can. I'll try.
Roll animal handling.
Bailey.
Try for
So my
26.
friend is
I've got a
making
plus
a
10 on animal
Madoka
handling.
The
costume.
yeah. The other
It's like
tree
a high
starts to
concept.
slow down.
Great, do they have... I can't
And
see if it's got a
they
bridle, but
started
did they have
looking at
bridles? Actually, if they're with caps, they probably don't.
The spooky that's gonna be like hanging
Garrett.
on them.
Hmm?
Would the horse have any kind of harnessing still on it, or no?
If you've removed it from the cart, no. You take off all sort of harnessing. You take
Yeah,
off the
it's-
bridles. You
It
take
might
off
have
everything.
a lead rope so that they could be tied off for the night.
Yeah, you're riding bareback, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's not the problem.
I mean, you can still
Yeah, I can...
you can ride with a lead rope. It's just harder.
I was just
Yeah.
planning on grabbing it. I'm imagining Farron can ride a horse without any of that. Fine.
You are making an assumption, and it starts to slow down enough that yeah, you can grab the lead rope. And,
Yeah, and I'll lead that one back, and
Yep.
somewhere along the way find other tree that was following these 2 trees in the first place.
And then
Yeah. There's a tree just kind of standing in the middle of the road, and you hear.
Oh, that's why they're running on the road.
So. Yeah, you eventually run into them, and
That's the shirt.
they come back with you. So now all the trees are back at the camp with the other trees
One happy tree in the lead.
and the carts.
All of the trees are back.
Oh, as far as what happens to the spirits, I imagine what Tell normally looks like. If you really look very closely at him, around him he has these sort of little, like, shimmeries that just kind of always are, like, shifting. And if you look really close, and there's lots of contrast, they kind of look humanoid, most of them.
Except for one of them.
Except for one of them now. But they'll periodically, like, lean in close to his face and, like they're talking to him.
Well, I mean, nobody can see this because all they see is a tree.
And right now it's, like, dark. If they were in a well-lit area with lots of things around passing by him, then they would definitely see that kind of thing if they were looking.
Gotta figure out how to cut
Wow, I hate that.
You're
He has lots of spirits.
I am super happy that something you're doing is creeping out the party more than what I did tonight.
Because we destroyed all of your tension in one fell swoop again.
I mean,
God
I
damn it,
couldn't figure out
Bobby.
how Nikani would feel
God damn it,
about
Bobby.
that.
Because trapped spirits.
Yes.
God damn it, Bobby.
God damn it,
How
Tom.
fair feels about that because that's
Yeah, I know. Like,
Okay.
that's not
really-
natural.
So,
That's not natural.
what are the rest of you? What are you guys doing now? Are you gonna rest for the night, or
Yeah.
Probably.
anything in particular you're gonna set up? Anything?
Well, Tell only has to... What time is it? 'Cause Tell only has to sleep for 4 hours.
Same.
One of my spirits.
God damn.
Serenity! It's
All
my
right.
favorite one.
All
Oh,
Alright,
right.
so these two are keeping
I'm a
watch.
human. I gotta sleep.
Oh yeah, you are a human right now.
Yeah.
I think wasn't I keeping
I was
first
confused
watch and then
when
nothing
Jess said
happened,
2
so
humans.
Yeah, I mean, I
guess you can keep watch. I'll sleep.
can keep watch.
Great. I'm sleeping.
I want to look at that
Well, not
spear I
sleeping.
got.
Yeah,
Oh.
you do that.
I'm gonna spend
The
my
javelin.
watch hanging out with that javelin and figuring out what the fuck that is.
All right. That is a javelin of lightning, or lightning javelin. I can't remember what it is.
Lightning javelin.
I will get the specific stats for you. More or less, it does lightning damage, and yeah, I'm not in the mindset to remember that. I
It's
thought I had,
basically lightning bolt.
I thought I had a card for it, and I don't have one here.
Midnight.
I know. I'm
Okay.
working on it. So, anything else? And then you're taking the second watch.
No, I took the first watch.
Okay, first watch, second watch. All right. So with that, we are going to take a quick break to use the
I'll
restroom,
do
get some
this.
food, refill our drinks.
Just like
We will be back in roughly 10 minutes.
Do we want to start the?
Shit, that's right. Yes.
Giveaway. Do you have the giveaway stuff pulled up on your laptop?
Yes.
Because I still can't get it working over here.
Yep, I have it on here. All right.
This is what they're trying to do. Just a really high concept
Give
version.
me a second.
Oh what?
Baby,
As this
Baby.
apparently
love
tries
Baby.
to load.
Charlotte.
I've never watched Madoka. It's
would
Lizard's
like it.
favorite thing. Oh, I'm sure I would. Yeah.
It's like 13 episodes. You can knock it out in a
Yeah.
All right. So we are for this first giveaway. We are going to be giving away the blue and orangish, yellowish kind of dice. That is going to be the first giveaway for tonight. And the keyword you should see in chat by now is direwolf. All one word, all lowercase. Huh?
Me.
It's direwolf now.
My first one
Direwolf.
that
It's
Lily
too
were
fucking late.
dissecting.
Okay, so we will be right back. Enter that keyword. We will do the drawing when we get back. So,
Cool.
Be back in 10, folks.
He's holding a little baby version of
Ow,
himself.
motherfucker.
Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. We're traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. 'Cause we'll drink ale anyway. Nightwood grows heavy, scarlet grows trim. Harefoot gets hairy. Raise your flagons and fill 'em to the brim. That's alright and that's okay, 'cause we're all halflings anyway. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Dragon so dark, dark as night, failed to fly from the arrow's bite, fell from above on the tailor's house. Hey everybody, get your dragon suit and blouse! This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Tired of the road, tired of the sun, miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore, been traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay, we'll drink ale anyway. If for a price they'll bring their friends and you'll be envied far and wide. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Jump into a kraken's jaws or pluck out a beholder's eye. I'd do most anything I can to be with those sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Travel far and wide to see, there's no place that I'd rather be. Tumbling with lovely Molly's brides. Time in bed had been well spent on fondly keep in mind the lovely face and other parts of fair sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Far and wide to see, there's no place that I'd rather be.
Seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger, but it's what we see. Aboard the vessel and get a copper, raise your kettles and have a fire. You blunder to fill 'em with plum. Now let's celebrate with rum. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you, home boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind. When suddenly appears the Kraken, blow me down. Must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring a spring upon her, for the love of Neptune, hey behold. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you, home boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. All hands above, get the chest to the boat. Swim it to Scuttle and get to the shore. And hold me early. Don't leave a piece of egg. Let's get to the coast where the fiddlers swing away. Finally got to the sun while the ship sinks in the water. Son of a biscuit eater! I really need a clap of thunder. We'll see each other again. You monster, I'll beat you up. Now let's find a place to drink and crack the gin stick up. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you, home boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you, home boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another black Django wine. Oh my God. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. Sing with me, yeah. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. At the start of the seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger, boat is what we see. Aboard the vessel and get the copper, raise the kettles and have a fire. You blunder to fill with plum. Now let's celebrate with rum. Yo-ho, matey-ho, I tell you about boy. But before we hit the high tide, pour me another blackjack of wine. Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind, when suddenly appears the Kraken. Blow me down. Must be the work of Davy Jones.
Psycho Twitch was Bridget.
Okay, and we are back. I am going to... We're going to stop listening to chat. And then we're going to roll.
Hey, just one.
I cannot pronounce that name, I realize.
Jesse.
Nibwaji?
Awesome. Shoot us a message, and we will send you these amazing tabletop loot dice. And we basically need an
You
address
get
to
their
ship
address,
it to.
Bailey?
Yep.
Okay.
Is Jess one of your...
Nibwaji.
Nibwaji. It sounds really
One of
French.
the My Hero people.
Nibwaji.
I am completely screwing that up.
I was going to say
already
one
know
of your
that.
minions, but, you know.
Nubauji. Nubauji? Nubauji.
You knit dice bags, that's so cute!
My Hero Academia is for fucking dweebs.
Yeah, you're a fucking dweeb.
Wait,
Whoa!
where's that picture of Aldwin I drew?
Why? Because we had Mystery 2 days ago come in and nail two of the things.
It's okay, I drew...
Don't worry, Andrew's opinion of My Hero Academia does not reflect the entirety of Nerdlopedia's
Do you actually
views
not
on
like
My
that
Hero
show?
Academia.
No, I actually do.
Oh, we all fucking love
I was
that
like,
show.
We all
Yeah.
fucking love
I'm gonna
that
be
show.
offended a little bit. if
I
you
was
said
getting
you don't like it.
messages that was like... No, my son! Yeah, Detroit Smash! God. And then, holy fuck, United States of Smash!
Oh, I was worried. I was like, where did my second one go? I don't
Drink it.
remember drinking the first one.
I love Strongbow.
I do too. And this is the more dry version.
I can't support Strongbow. It reminds me too much of Homestuck.
No, that wasn't a very strong bow.
Macaria.
Listen,
Shut the fuck up.
listen.
Honk.
Strongbow got me through England. As long as I don't drink the golden apple stuff, I'm good. Which I'm gonna have to go without, because...
Murder wants to know what you're drinking.
Oh, it
Alcohol.
is Strongbow Hard Cider Original Dry. We are not sponsored by them. I wish.
Man, that would be the good life.
That would be.
Right?
Yeah, because all it would mean is I'd get more
I don't know, because
Strongbow.
I've read some horror stories about being sponsored by beer companies and they give you actually too much beer. Like, people have been like, oh, yeah, we started giving it to our neighbors and then they stopped answering their doors when we knocked.
So it's like zucchini,
Yeah.
but
See.
with beer.
See,
But that
you,
also means you can go to like your grandpa.
you guys forgot something. What I did with the tea.
Yeah, that was obnoxious.
I think you and I are going to have to start going in on cases of that together, Jake.
It was $200 for the last one, but it lasted me like 3 months. I also would find that I drank half of one. Okay, anyway, D&D at the 3rd level because we don't need to go that high.
Okay.
All right. So the night passes. you all benefit from a long rest. I don't think any of you took any damage, but
I
some of
did.
you.
I did.
Right, you
I
did.
didn't.
How do I do it again?
What was the
It's your Constitution score, and a long
God
rest.
damn it!
You had a
Disadvantage
recovery
sanity
rules
save.
page back there. I had one in one.
That fight really took a lot out of you, Grim.
8.
For sanity,
And then
roll a
spell
d100 and a d10.
Oh, I didn't use that yet.
God damn it! I had rules
You did.
somewhere. They were black and white because my colored ones are elsewhere.
What are you looking for?
The rule.
The recovery rules. Okay, what do you need?
The rules?
Spell points for
Oh, are you
blocks.
looking for these?
Spellcasting ability spellcasting ability score.
Score.
No.
Modifier.
No,
No,
my
the
home
custom rules.
Yeah, so for spellcasters, it's your spellcasting ability score that you gain in spell points back.
Okay, and a long rest.
And just that.
During a long rest, yeah. Yes. Oh, god damn, my brain.
Oh, I miscalculated my HP. There we go.
Constitution score for health, spellcasting ability score for spell points. By the way, in case anybody's wondering, we are using custom rules for rests.
Because Jake
Don't-
finds the other ones bullshit, and so do we.
Do we have a command for that yet?
I have a rules command which just says that we use our homebrewed rules, but I don't think I have anything for the custom rest because I don't even know where my fucking copy of it is.
They've got a point.
That meant for like zucchini bread!
Alright, I need to know because
Bailey said.
I can't stop
Bailey said they
putting
only
my foot
liked.
in my mouth.
Bailey said they only like one kind of zucchini, and the response was, "Zeka, you know what everyone assumes when you say you only like one zucchini, right?"
I keep putting my foot in my mouth tonight.
You just got demolished. It's kind of great.
Won't stop.
Do you need some ice?
Okay, so anyways, 33 for 8.
what the fuck did you say?
Sanity.
Oh, 33.
33 for 8.
Okay.
Dazed.
Okay. Unfortunately, because this came from chat, I need you to pick something.
Do I need to come over there?
No. I need you to pick an object or creature, something.
It's me, isn't it?
We'll go with the only person that I've bonded with so far.
Oh yeah, we haven't bonded. We've only fucked a few times.
I'm playing Grim, asshole!
Wait, what are we talking about?
We're
Alright,
really good
so
right now.
the character regards something,
We're having a hard time with you not being Eldwin.
which in this case is going to be Tell, with intense revulsion, as if affected by the antipathy effect of the antipathy/sympathy spell.
That's fair.
How long did you... What was the second?
8.
For the next 80 hours.
God, you are fucking disgusting.
I mean, you
It's
saw
the
what
spell. It's
I like how I've gone from Eldwin to, God, you're fucking disgusting.
I understand that.
Hey, you just watched them steal a
Really?
spirit, so maybe that's why.
What did you write?
Oh no.
Oh.
I realized there was a camera there. I
So
remembered.
that is the reason why I asked you to pick something, because I wasn't going to reveal that and then ask you to pick something. Because I thought that was more appropriate. Because you don't know if it's good or bad.
My left shoe.
I keep grabbing the closed can. I can't drink
Yeah,
that.
I'll keep that.
It's okay. Your
I'm not
gay
gonna
friend
open
is
it.
still
I'm
here
just
for
gonna
you.
keep it.
Yeah,
I'll
the gun,
open it.
The Connie still
No.
loves you.
Good.
I'm keeping it safe.
No, give it here.
Even though you looked at
But
me
you're
like
gonna
I
pick
was
it up again.
crazy
No,
when I
because
did
I'm going
that.
to put it on the bar.
Something I've never seen before.
That's fair.
All
There
right.
are not
I
very
don't
many
get-
witches.
Okay, so...
Something spear much, okay?
And the witches live very far away from there.
Alright, so you guys wake up the following morning. It doesn't seem that anything else has come this way. There's a direwolf corpse. More or less in the
Chilling.
middle of camp. It is starting to accumulate flies, and it is starting
To be fair, it was blighted.
smell. Yeah.
Is it?
That's something to wake up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag that away.
All right.
Actually,
By the way, all of you are no longer trees because the 8 hours is up.
Grim,
What?
you look like a strong person. Can you help me drag the dire wolf?
Sure.
He's trying to drag it off.
The path.
I actually don't look like a strong person.
You've got a knife hand.
Listen,
You look tougher than the druid, okay?
you look stronger than almost everyone but Nakane.
Hey, Jake.
I've
Tell looks like a
actually,
pretty strong.
Hey,
I've
Thank
actually
you,
only got
Aiko.
12
Thanks,
strength.
Aiko.
I have a higher strength
Non-consumable
than you.
magic
I
items.
have a higher
For
strength
everyone.
than you.
I only have a 21 strength because I have gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh, 21. I thought you said 20.
No, I have 12
Congratulations
normally.
on
So
your
I
thought
look like I have
project.
12 strength,
Oh.
but I have 21 strength.
I was also going based off the fact you're wearing a lot of armor.
We're gonna have a new graphics card or processor or whatever it was that we needed for that computer soon. Yes!
Anyway,
Nice.
was
Thanks,
that a
everyone.
yes?
RAM, motherboard, CPU.
I'm guessing that was a yes.
Yeah, he said yes.
I'll just roll with advantage. With my 10 strength for a giggle.
Yeah, go ahead. Why did I write Nin, Bailey, and then start writing Grim?
I got 2 15s.
Faerun.
Aiko says, don't forget about the cursed items.
Funny enough, I already have.
Forgotten about them?
No.
You set yourself up for that one.
You know what? Have your fun. Because you're about to get into Rivertan, bitches.
I know.
Um,
I'm guessing we dragged the wolf off with a 15.
with enough time, yes.
Yeah.
You're good. I really wasn't going to make you roll for it.
It's fine.
Even though I know I responded to yes for the roll. That was my fault.
Yeah, okay, well.
Bailey, draw a fish.
Holy
We're
shit.
getting a lot of draw things.
Bailey needs notepad.
Notepad?
Hey, Bailey, catch.
I have no.
I caught it!
I know.
Oh my Jesus!
You did such a good job.
I half expected that to nail you in the face. Just with how today's been going for you.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Bailey and I have had
That is an
very-
amazing use of the Jake emoji.
I can't make the
I'm gonna
Jake
show you.
emoji. Like, I can't figure them
Oh,
out
okay.
on my phone.
What?
That's an amazing use of the Jake emoji.
Oh my god, I love it.
How do you make the Jake emoji?
You have to be a subscriber.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you
then.
do?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't
Never
realize
mind.
that.
You have to be a subscriber. That's why they're called subscriber emoji, Jake.
No, I didn't know
Dude,
that.
I haven't read it. There is an Andrew one.
There is an Andrew one.
I never finished it. I never put it on.
I did.
Oh, did you?
We need more Andrew and Jake emojis.
Ah, shit, hold on.
Oh, there is. What the fuck?
It's for tier 2 subscribers.
That's a great, wow.
Shit, what level are you guys?
12.
Okay.
Somebody
Sorry.
needs to do the octopus with that one.
Alright, so it's a new day. What you all doing?
Oh, right. I was helping you with the body.
Yeah. Moved it.
Everyone else?
You want me to give you a
For the
hand?
Discord.
Probably helping with getting camp with. Like,
Don't give me that
broken
fucking
down.
look.
I will do whatever I want. You want me to take your soul?
You know,
Why are you so weird? Go help move the body.
Don't call Tell weird.
Tell us kind of weird.
I am kind of weird.
It says you.
How did I pull shit out of my throat?
I can't believe I'm doing
We're still
this
souls.
again.
Or that. Fuck. That's really fucked up. To be honest. You just keep them.
They grant me their energy to do different things. I don't have to sleep as much. Some of them make it so I don't have to eat anything. It's very good for traveling.
It does sound useful.
The guy is suddenly very protective of Tal out of nowhere. Okay.
She's been protective about him this whole time. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
I'll fight you. Somebody comes at me and I'll fight you too.
Good thing you're not the witch. You wouldn't have to do this.
Wait, what's the
Somebody
name?
comes at like
Oh, yes,
favorite,
thank you.
like
What's going on?
or
Tentacle Jake.
Let's like never mind.
Honestly, that is the best result of
Tentacle Jake.
I love Tentacle Jake.
You love Tentacle Jake. Got it.
Note to self: Jake loved tentacle.
Yep, I guess.
Assassination classroom.
Only if you take roll.
You think that bothers me?
Oh, Bailey, why?
God, I need to get you guys to level 13.
Yeah?
Yeah, or I'm gonna run out of fucking uncommon magic items.
That was the stupidest
On the
laugh
bright
I've
side.
ever seen.
On the bright side,
What's
I do
going
still have an
on
improvement
over
slot.
there?
Box started it.
I didn't.
Honestly,
Why do
at
I
this
not
point, I don't
believe
care.
that? Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
'cause I
grabbing
did.
magic items. Alright, so,
It's likely that he would have started it.
Oh,
I
is
wow,
the
that's
treasure
okay.
goblin coming again?
well,
I buried him.
I'm just
yes,
trying to
and
figure
he's
out
still
what the
a
fucking
fugitive.
items are before I even
Scream.
determine delivery. Ugh.
Now you're starting it.
Alright, so what are all of you
Does it feel
doing?
weird?
So you two were dragging the body off.
I don't wear jeans.
Most of the travelers
I
are
can't
kind of
wear
helping
jeans.
pack up the caravan.
Nakane would help.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Nith will help them out
They
too.
don't fit me.
Okay. Tell,
My body's too small. Yeah.
what are you doing? Because these two are dragging a body, everyone else is
Helping
dragging a
if anyone will let me help after what I just did.
Nakane would let
I don't
him
want
help.
you anywhere near me.
That's fair.
Be
Be nice to him.
I think something's wrong with him.
I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with a lot of people in this group. I don't know if you've noticed.
I mean, like, I think something happened to him and he's...
Fair.
Something is wrong, you know?
Fair, yeah.
Because he seemed perfectly friendly before. I'm just going to let it ride itself out. People react this way
So-
to me all the time.
If I'm understanding Twitch right, we have Yaz, Panda, and ESPRPG that have subbed tonight, and they demand loyalty badges and tentacles.
I don't know if we're a high enough Twitch affiliate for that yet. I don't know if we can do loyalty badges.
Somebody remind me when I'm less drunk and more conscious.
We can find out.
I will research that. Sorry, my brain has been fully on the magic items and getting this party on the road again.
ESP swears that we can, so I think that they're gonna be helping.
Sounds good.
I'm not sure if that was to us or to someone saying, "Can I get in on tentacles?"
Oh, yeah, true. It might be, can I get in on these tentacles?
Tentacles is a thing in the chat right now.
Alright, so,
What is going on?
the camp gets packed up and you guys get on the road again.
On the road again.
The road again. I
Can't
can't
wait to get on the road again.
Country roads,
Take
me home
to
the place
I belong!
Shit, I dropped the AC die.
Virginia! Mountain Mama!
I found an automaton version of
He's
that song.
rolling against
I'll
our
send it to you
AC.
later.
This die hates me tonight. It loves all of you! Which
Y'all
that
are
song is
breaking
good.
my-
Congratulations on your subiversary, Yaz.
Alrighty!
Oh, hi, buddy.
There was words.
Bunny!
Oh shit! Sup, bunny?
Bunny.
Okay, so, you guys progress along on the road. God damn it, no! You guys are on the road.
Again.
What are you guys doing while you guys are walking? Are you guys taking any particular? Are you guys keeping watch in a very particular way? Is there anything you're looking out for?
Anything that could present itself as dangerous. Nakane is a little paranoid because this is...
Alright, that's very vague. How?
constantly looking around.
I have my cloak of eyes on.
Can someone who's more experienced with the roads keep an eye on the road for anything? Cause
I mean, considering I literally, that's
yeah,
like my
you
job.
do that. And I'll look at the I'll look at the
I'm
trees
still
over
going
there.
to do it. This is
As a matter of
completely new
fact-
territory.
Since I'm a cavalier and I have a horse, I'm going to scout ahead.
I can take up the
That's
rear
fair enough.
since I can see behind
I'm
me.
on the
I'm
left.
sure there's a
in the
lot you can
trees.
take up from
I'll stay
there.
closer to the center
Also
of the
not.
caravan just to help
Oh, literally.
organize
I mean, not
it so
quite.
the cameras.
All right.
At this point, please, literally anything. I'm desperate.
Flynn's just kind of walking along this time.
I'm gonna.
Aldwin will be back.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
16 perception.
Okay.
Mikade and Teller laughing in the back of the caravan.
Nikane, you said you were keeping watch?
I think that she died.
She's dying first. You're keeping watch as well. Go ahead
Yes,
and give me a
sorry.
perception check. Go ahead and give me perception at disadvantage.
28.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, you were saying sorry.
Roll perception at disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
I'm taking up the rear because I have my cloak of eyes on,
Go ahead
and I can see behind me.
Go ahead and roll
8.
perception. Did
I
you
get
roll at
advantage.
disadvantage?
Where did my D20 go?
6.
All right. So, Nikane,
Yes.
you are kind of scanning the tree line. You're kind of looking around, making sure you don't see anything. And for a moment, you feel like you see something out of the corner of your eye.
Is it an owl?
Let me fucking finish before you just destroy my description! You see movement out of the corner of your eye. And at first you think, well, maybe it's just one of the travelers. And you kind of look, and looking from around a tree, you see this kind of blue-skinned humanoid looking around. And he has this massive grin with razor-sharp teeth.
Nah.
Nobody else sees anything. And kind of, as when you see it, it kind of goes behind a tree and disappears.
That might fucking say when you say that I failed earlier.
I got a 16, and I can see invisible stuff and objects, as well as into the ethereal plane for
Yep.
120 feet.
You don't see anything.
Okay, just making sure. I'm mostly in the back, so I can literally watch behind us without turning my head.
That's fine.
That's what.
All the eyes like open up on the robe. Everybody's like, ugh.
There's a lot of people that are starting to keep their distance from you.
Tells you straight.
No one's behind Tell, so I can't see that happen.
The robe is more than just...
The back. Yeah, it's his whole cloak is all.
just eyes open up, kind
Yeah.
of like Full Metal Alchemist, I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm. That's how I imagine it.
I've never seen
I think
that.
they're supposed to be stitched, but I like your idea better.
I like the idea of them being concealed until they open up.
Yep.
I just think that's cooler and creepier. So, you know.
And that's Tel's old jam, so I like it.
All right. So, is there anything you're reacting to that?
She's just like really like not making a noise. She's just like making a face. Like it startled her, so she can't even like vocalize anything right now.
Is Nikane back with Tell, or is she
Yeah.
up towards the front?
Yeah,
I think
no,
Tell
she's
is like,
back.
are you okay?
Yeah, because of your robe, you definitely see the look on her face.
Are you okay?
I thought I saw something in the trees, but I think it was just. I think my eyes are just playing tricks on me.
You've also been very stressed this whole time.
Yeah, it's probably stress. I'm really good at that. The stressing thing.
Well, just stay close to me.
No problem.
All right. So, you guys continue on your way. Grim, you kind of go forward, scout a bit, look, come back, just to kind of give a report of, hey, this is what's going on. You don't really notice anything during the day. It's a lot of wildlife, just birds chirping and...
If you're afraid to point out a lizard because we might punch it.
I'm not going to specify any specific
Tell my
creatures.
steal its soul, you know.
I'm not a creature stealer.
You see a deer briefly and it kind of bounds off, which is what you expect of deer.
Do I find
I don't
like
have a bow.
any
That's
bees
weird. Do you
or
want one?
any insects?
Not for
Yes.
Fair enough.
You rolled like a what? A 28.
You hear a warning.
You
growling
absolutely
noise. It might be
find-
coming from the small
You,
purple teeth.
I will
in the
say,
back.
sure. You run in. You
This is like
find
the
you find like a
best
beehive,
insanity ever.
a regular
Just seemed
beehive.
like, ugh.
A regular beehive. 1 sec. I need to replace Skitters.
That's right. Skitter's met an unfortunate end in the poison
With a bee?
pool. Bees?
It's a large insect, not in large.
Oh, right. I can't use a bow. I've only got one hand.
I like how Yas is the one that's keeping track of this. I'm just picturing you.
I'll get a crossbow.
God.
It's a mountable one.
Oh, that's good. Can I have an attach? Oh, I gotta put like attachments for my
Giant
hand.
bee's a bad idea.
Why am
No,
I talking to
Paul,
you
why?
A bee's a bee's a bad idea because it will
because
just
I
die.
need sleep, and he goes bees.
Say that again.
A bee's a bad idea because it will just die.
Find a wasp.
Yeah, I'll keep a wasp or a centipede or millipede will do as well.
That's easy enough to find. The forest around here is pretty
Sweet.
full of life and not surrounded by undeath
Nice.
that you know of.
Yeah, I'll find a... Can it be one? Is it one creature? How many creatures?
I'm gonna give you one to pick.
Up to 10 centipedes.
Up to 10 centipedes.
Or one scorpion.
Scorpions are not in this area.
Exactly. Or 3 spiders, 5
Oh, you can't
wasps.
see it.
Ooh, spiders. No, I don't want to be creepy like Tell.
Please do not 5 wasps.
Why not 5 wasps?
I don't want you taking my look.
Wasps.
Huh?
Only one of us can be
assholes.
that creepy.
But then we wasps.
I've
Tell has found his niche, and he doesn't like people taking
I've
it.
been working on my Tell voice.
Yeah?
He's got pretty good at it. We were all really impressed.
That weird half
Can
Russian.
I find 10 centipedes? Or any number of centipedes.
I'm not gonna give you
People
any
don't
number.
tell it a guy
I'll
like
give you the
McDonald's.
10.
La, 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 la.
10, okay. I mean, when I was saying any number, I was
Because-
meaning between the 1
So
and
first
10.
off, you rolled a 28, and you also have like 8 hours of travel.
God.
So
This is like,
Okay, so I'm gonna find them.
Hello, what?
And
we'll
then-
say 10 millipedes is not hard
They watch
within
this like
8 hours.
wild
I'm-
fucking man
no,
just
listen,
steal a
listen,
thing's
listen.
soul and then like
Listen.
giggle iconic.
I'm gonna
Just
be
like-
trying to
they're just,
befriend
like,
them as I
giggling in the back
collect
of
them.
the-
With
They're probably
mainly
like,
food.
what the
Oh,
fuck is
come here, little one.
Yes. I'm eating them.
That's him.
with what? I'm sorry, I've been over here giggling with Tell.
Centipedes. 10 centipedes.
Oh no! Absolutely nope.
You mean centipedes?
Centipedes.
Nope.
Draw a
This is
centipede.
making me want to pick my feet up off the ground.
House centipedes?
Yep.
No.
Fuck
They got
off.
really long legs and they go.
Did you know that they're worse than I ever thought, though?
They're
Yeah,
so
you
bad.
sent me the video. It's amazing. And
Can
I
we,
love
can
it.
we, so D&D.
Technically, this is D&D.
I know. We're not talking about the the video of the house centipedes. All right. So yeah, you find your 10 peds.
Centipedes.
Whatever the spell thing says.
Yeah, I've got 10. I need to come up with 10 different names.
A boy.
You can have
That's
fun
grim.
with that.
Yeah.
Give
Give me 10 good centipede names, chat.
So after a little bit
I'm
of
gonna
time,
regret that.
after a little bit of time, after about a day's worth of travel, everything's relatively calm during the day. It's actually a pretty decent day. Nakani, you're still cold.
Tell's probably. Oh no, he doesn't. He can't give her his robe. He's using it.
I mean,
He's snuggling her close.
this is temperatures you're more used to.
Yeah.
Nakane's from
Well,
the
his
desert.
his robe of eyes though. His
Oh, that's a
puffy
good
robe.
point.
So I can't really give her
Let's
that.
not go to somewhere where it snows and kind of would be like, the fuck is this?
Oh, there's a few places that it snows. It's mostly going further north.
Nakane.exe is stopped responding.
Yeah, the northern part of the Sundering Mountains, definitely it snows up there, but there's not, and most of the Heartlands it does snow, but it's not like, oh.
Not
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. It's like a calmer version of Michigan.
Like northern Ohio or northern Indiana.
Yeah, just not wanting, I guess actually, yeah, my world would want you would make you want to leave the planet.
Yeah.
So, Northern Ohio is a good example.
Yep.
All of Ohio would be a good example.
Anyway.
Ohio makes me want to die.
Oh my god. Anyway, I say that being born from Ohio. So, anywho, so after about your day's worth of travel, you guys come across this. The way I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. It is basically it looks like a house that is surrounded by a wooden wall. For those of you that have traveled, you recognize this as an outpost. This has been guarded with magic to kind of keep creatures out. It's possible for you to enter and basically rest here for the evening. So it's a magically guarded place to sleep for the night.
I like that.
Then Myth finds her corner.
However, just because everyone who does travel would know this, so Nakana, you're probably the only one who wouldn't. The magic of these places does have to be basically maintained. So if this has been abandoned for too long, or the magic in the area is particularly weaker, this would require more maintenance. And possibly may not be as stable or protective as it could be.
Is there a way for other magic users to gauge this?
Detect magic?
Detect magic would give you a solid idea.
I can do that.
Okay, I can't. I can dispel.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, because Alduin's not here.
I've got
this-
9 synthic names.
Is this
He's
a place?
lost so much magic utility when Aldwin left.
Is this a place we might want to stop for the night? He's going to ask the leader of the...
Yes, considering that Rivertown is another day's travel, even if the barrier is weaker, I would rather stay here for the night.
Fair enough. I will check the barriers then.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go up and detect magic on it.
Alright. The barrier does seem fairly strong. You do notice that it does seem to deteriorate a little bit faster than some of the other outposts you've been around.
Around plenty.
But it might have to do with this area. I can't remember if... Did I discuss... I don't think any of the NPCs have actually explicitly told you why not to drink the water.
No, but Myth has.
Okay. Yeah.
If anybody's forgotten, it's a mining town that mines magebane steel.
Oh.
So the water will sap your magic. Which is why Myth was really adamant about us keeping our water with us.
Another
Makes
reason
sense.
why the polymorph may have worn off a little bit quicker when dropped in water. But yes, so it is incredibly likely that because of the prevalence of magebane steel kind of in the water supply nearby, that kind of gets sapped into some of the trees, and from there just kind of permeates the area around you. That could be what's weakening the barrier faster.
But it's like decently...
It seems that it was recently kind of reinforced.
Cool.
So, if there's anything in here, you assume it's not going to be terrible.
Cool. It seems alright for right now. Recently reinforced.
Okay.
Good to know.
Alright. So you guys got some more time since it took... I'm going to say roughly about 10 hours, 8 hours travel. The horses need time to rest, and...
So do we.
I'm gonna... Are we immediately resting, like right now, like long resting?
No, you guys still have some time to do things. Like
I'm going
wood for
to
fire, similar things.
Do a patrol.
make some circles.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, I don't have advantage. What am I doing?
What's your roll?
Bad?
It was an 8.
Pretty bad.
You make a patrol, and Nothing seems to come to your attention.
Bad.
All right. So while he's out on patrol,
Oh,
everyone else, what are you guys doing?
Gonna make sure that the horses are situated and that things are set up so they're in the light.
All right. There do seem to be a few light crystals that are set up within this outpost.
Okay.
And there even appears to be a small stable.
Cool.
It's as if they want people to stop here and be safe. The benefits of a high magic world. So, you guys still have some time. What are you going to do? If you guys just have general ideas of like what you want to do for the next until you sleep.
So he's probably gonna chill and write in his grimoire.
Might
It's not fucking creepy at all.
try to see about
Is it
this
John?
grim character
Fucking creep.
and what his deal is.
Okay.
All right.
Could you leave him alone?
So,
Look at him.
Farron,
yes, he's
Yes.
very nice.
you're going through a
No.
bunch of your spells?
Yes.
I think
What do you,
something is wrong with him.
oh,
What do
I
you
was
want to do?
looking at
Yes.
Circle of the Land and trying to figure out a spell I got
He is
from my
human, they're
circle
wonderfully
was
flawed
a
creatures.
count
I
against
knew
my
that
cast. Yes,
But
I
I
actually need
think
to spend spell
something
points
is
to cast
affected
it.
him.
Yes.
And
It-
does.
Yeah, it just doesn't count towards
It's
your...
this area.
It doesn't count against the prepared number of
Couldn't
spells.
see
Yes.
I was thinking because I've got
Nerd ass
several
over
different
there.
things that don't.
Yep, I'm just making sure.
Plastic right, the restoration. Nerd ass.
Nerd ass.
All right.
Talking about favorite.
So, Mikane,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Gossiping with Tell and calling her grandfather a nerd ass.
Ooh!
I think the horny ones have a question for Nerd Ass.
Cast Further Restoration on him.
Why?
Because he's being especially strange. I think he's had another one of his, you know, when he was stunned and he couldn't move? I think something like that's happened.
Only he can
What's
move.
he doing now?
Being especially rude for no reason.
Not my fault. You're revolting.
You were perfectly nice to me earlier.
And then you
First
stole
time.
someone's soul, or something's soul.
That's
Oh.
kind of fucked up.
Alright, but he was still perfectly friendly before, and he hasn't been that awful to any of the rest of you. I
So-
think something is wrong with him, and I think we should fix it.
You have noticed that several of the other travelers are sort of avoiding you.
I mean, they're avoiding me, but they aren't coming up to me and calling me disgusting.
So what
That's
happens?
true.
Maybe
Okay.
I'm just speaking their minds.
They
That's fair.
they also aren't heavily armored or part of the protection of the crew.
I mean, not wrong. My point is that I think something happened to him, and I would like him to not have that issue anymore.
And you're the only one with greater resto there, Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
I only have lesser resto.
I don't
I
know,
have
is
a
something
debate.
wrong with you? Aside from the...
I mean, he's
He's human.
Oh my god. What if you used regeneration on him? Would he get his hand back?
No. We had this talk.
Sacrifice.
You forgot about it already. It was used as a magical component, therefore he cannot have his hand
I
back.
kind of wanted to awaken something.
Good. I don't remember that conversation, but that's not the important part, is that you deny that it won't work, so that's good enough for me.
Yes.
yeah, so she's gonna cast Tickle Monster on you.
Yeah.
You don't settle down.
Yeah, swoops down and brings the tickle Grim if he isn't nice to his new friends.
It's only tell that he's not nice to it. It's because he's failed a sanity saving
I
throw.
definitely shouldn't do
And he
that.
went
now I think about
nuts.
it.
By the way, Grim, you do come back, because I know you were curious about this grim character.
I am curious about this grim character that's
I'm-
really rude to
I'm-
some of my party.
I'm gonna leave
Just
that up
tell.
to
I have a question for anyone who's... Well, I mean, aside from... I can't decide if Magebane water
It's bad.
would... I know it's bad, but would it kill an awakened creature?
I don't know.
Possibly?
Or just unawaken it?
Possibly. Don't
I can cast awaken!
Would I know the flip side of that? Would I have done that to an awakened creature before as a defense mechanism while traveling?
Tossed it in
You're
the
a-
lake.
You're a fighter.
Tossed it in the lake?
I'm also a caravan, like I protect caravans. I would imagine I would know anti-magic.
Sort of point.
Well, so here's the thing. Magebane steel does not come up often. it is actually very rare. Mostly because the Church of Suno makes it very... They basically have the monopoly on it, for the most part. You are capable of getting it, but most people don't use it, as most creatures don't seem nearly affected by it. So it is not an effective tactic for a lot of caravan protection. It would only come up during this path up to Rivertan because of the tainted water supply. So if you've made this particular trip several times...
I don't know if he's made it to Rivertan before.
Yeah.
I think Rivertan might be new to him.
Rivertan is not a place that most people even want to go to begin with.
Nope.
So you're right. You're probably right in the fact that he probably hasn't gone.
I wonder if I swim in the river, if I'll unwanty.
I have a terrible idea. It's amazing. I want to awaken my favorite centipede, but it takes 8 hours, so I can't do that now. But if I awaken one of the centipedes, it can be the link between me and the other centipedes.
Jesus, I hate that.
It's not a bad idea!
Can we not awaken the centipedes?
I was a centipede once!
I was a human once.
God damn it.
So, Nind, are you casting anything on me?
No.
Okay.
Good thing I have that spell, access to that spell, and I can change
Oh
my
my
spells in
God.
the morning.
I'm
So-
looking something up because
I know that you said you've been working
brought up a good
with
question.
the caravans for a while, but
Uh-huh.
how long has that been going on?
Tavern is an asshole.
Meaning Jake and I haven't talked about it yet. Shut the fuck up.
How old is
Start making shit up.
really
Yeah.
the amount of time that you spent?
He's
Yeah, we know.
mid to late 20s, so probably 5 or 6 years now.
Okay. Is there a reason that you chose to do that as a profession? I'm sure that your wife is worried.
Well, I mean, it's safer than fighting in fight pits, which it, you know.
Which he does anyway and then gets in trouble with
And judging by the way you talk about her, it seems like she can take care of herself.
I just know that I'd be concerned if somebody that I had married chose to go to Rivertan of all places.
Okay, we're not actually married. I just say that because it's easier than explaining that I have a significant other I've been dating for a significant amount of time.
My point stands then.
She travels too. We do our thing.
Okay. Is there a reason that you're having issues with only one of our tieflings? Usually if people...
Have you seen him?
He's very pretty.
I think something is wrong with him.
Didn't I roll like a 1 for tell?
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree
we do
with
have
him in most
13
cases.
children.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for tell. I agree with
It
Grim.
just seems strange that you wouldn't find work closer to home or travel together.
I mean, she does work that
She does work. She keeps the
that
children to
doesn't
steal.
require my profession to be anywhere near her.
What do I gotta roll to understand that he's saying my wife is a thief and I'm too fucking loud?
Probably insight, and I'm actually gonna have you roll insight as well.
I have proficiency on that. 24.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my...
So in this case, if she fails to beat you, you get to convey whichever is the truth,
21.
or not whatever is the truth. Oh wait, so did
21,
He
24.
actually beat me.
okay? So in that case, you get to determine whether or not you're kind of lying or not.
I mean, I wasn't really lying. I'm just trying not to say outright that.
All right. So if your intent is to kind of give that across, then that will work.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm doing it this way is that I'm kind of using it as insight is the way that you communicate without speaking. And if the person who's rolling insight rolls greater than the person who's trying to read them, then the person who rolled higher determines what they're giving off. Otherwise, the person who's trying to contest it will actually read what the truth is. That's kind of how I'm reading that, only in terms of nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
And it's not really a deception since he's not outright lying. He's just avoiding saying the whole truth.
That is the best way for me to do this, because every time I try to do perception and deception and stuff, it's like, well, if you're not trying to lie, then deception doesn't work. But if you're not trying to convey really anything, persuasion doesn't work. So this is just my way of fixing that whole problem. Nonverbal communication is a fucking bitch.
It sure is.
So, okay. Yeah, if you're willing to convey that she's in a less than savory profession, then that's what you get.
Alright. Interesting.
Plus, being around that many kids at the same time, I can't do it for very long.
Don't sound like either of you do it for very long if you're both working and traveling.
Well, no. Well, I mean, she kind of works with the kids.
You said that many kids. How many kids do you have?
Count on one hand twice.
Some of
3
them
times.
adopted.
13? They're not technically ours. We adopt them.
One hand, but he's busy.
Okay.
Oh my god! They're orphans.
Word.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
So you're leaving behind your family and not helping with a veritable herd of children that are being led into the path of a job that might be on the other side of the law. You think that that might not be an issue with the war going on? You know that your wife or kids could end up on the front.
Then I'll just go get them back.
From the warden.
Yeah, and?
I'd like to see
Popcorn.
Yeah.
You're either very strong or very stupid.
So, I should
Possibly
point out,
both.
the warden is not the only person who runs any of
No, but she's the one I'm scared of.
That's fair.
It's just Auntie Emmy. She's not that scary, Myth.
Yes, I'm afraid to go back to jail.
The way that you people talk about her, she sounds fucking terrifying.
She just likes to drink and party.
No, she
Honestly,
likes
sounds
to
like something
drink
I'd get
and
along
fight.
with. Don't look at me.
Why are you still talking to me if you hate me that much?
I was talking to Nakana, you just happen to be in the way.
Alright.
Be nice to tell.
Something's wrong with him. He can't. He
Yes.
literally is not
Other
able
than
to.
him having 13 children, yes.
So, you...
I fucking hate.
So, you just, like, steal kids?
No, I don't steal kids. They're
That's even worse than
orphans.
stealing
I adopt
souls.
them.
Don't give Finn any
So-
ideas.
Have you abandoned them?
No, they're with my wife.
But you
where
said,
are you?
But you said she wasn't your wife.
Finn, you cannot steal children.
No. No.
You specifically.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Specifically.
That
no.
is much worse than stealing souls, in my opinion.
They literally do not have homes. I put that. We give them a home.
His one at least sounds more explainable. You would just try and punch it, sling it over your shoulder, run away with it.
It's a little kid. I wasn't gonna punch him.
You can't argue with that.
Our profession is a bit dangerous to have children walking with us.
See, that's why I don't bring them with me.
But your wife does, in a profession that is also dangerous.
We call it Krampus.
No, it's completely different.
Oh, you can't steal children, we call it Krampus.
Children are naturally dexterous, anyways.
Oh,
I mean, I was when I was a kid.
I'm not sure if that's
Tap.
any sort of consolation coming from him.
it's not.
No.
No.
What?
He's the, he makes me look sane.
And he fucks dolphins.
You what?
Do you even know what a dolphin is?
What the fuck is a dolphin?
I'm sure I've traveled to the ocean
What is
time
a
or forward.
I don't know.
No, either.
I grew up in the desert. I don't know what any of this shit is.
Actually, you would be more acquainted with this because you have the only saltwater
Oh, that's
area.
right. Apparently, she's just erased it from her mind because the PTSDs.
The PTSDs.
See, we're already stealing. I just teach them not to get caught.
Says yes.
Wait a minute! I just defended myself against being more. Wait, hold on. No, sane.
Okay, so a dolphin is
Doesn't know how it works.
Kind of like a
So yes,
fish,
I'm traveling.
but it breathes there.
My
I
wife
think you and I did.
is assisting kids with
Okay.
doing
Lives
what
in
they
the
do
wild.
best.
They're very cute.
You and I have
Okay.
a very different opinion of what children do.
We'll find a book and I'll maybe show
Well, I mean, they were already
Okay.
doing it
We can get very
before.
close on that.
If we get down the river
I
town.
don't know.
That
she's
seems like
alive.
something that you would
like
teach
to go to the
them
Golden City.
different
There are
alternatives
20
to
libraries.
use their
And then I show
dexterity.
what a dolphin is.
Well,
The
sometimes the ones that are a little bit stronger come with me, and I teach them how to guard caravans.
the leader of the caravan ends up walking up and saying,
You let him employ his children with the caravans?
No, not this guy.
"What? No, we don't employ children, especially on this trip."
Yeah, you
No.
think I'd bring him to Riverton? I came here to break a bunch of kids out.
Break a bunch
Are
of
you
kids
going to
out.
Anyway,
those two?
I want to
Oh,
let
I'm
you
not
all
good-
know.
Well,
we
depends if they have parents or not.
we're getting a
Fair enough.
small party together to go out and gather some food before nightfall.
Oh,
If any of you would like to come with us,
I'm happy to help.
He'd probably be the best at that. She gestures to her
I've
arm.
got
I'm not
dragon
exactly
meat.
stealthy. It's actually pretty good, what he's got.
The last time I helped, I got poison grass. I'm
She
gonna
did.
stay
Wait, what are we
here.
doing?
so
They're
the
going
meat.
hunting.
Well,
Food.
the meat's good, but we will need to.
But I'm going.
It would be nice to gather some herbs.
Yeah, I
and
can't use a
other
bow with
vegetables.
this.
Oh wait, but
How
I do know
centipedes
this
gonna hunt?
region a bit better.
It's the
I can
arm
go with
that ends
you.
in a.
She's not
I'm-
exactly quiet.
I know how things
But
work.
we're
Things are
gathering.
cheap.
Pond-
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We could
Berries.
use
Sounds
the
fake.
stuff from the caravan,
Okay.
but we would prefer to
Yep.
use as little as possible. So.
If you find anything you're not sure about, I'm sure your people know what they're looking at, but I could heal it and find out if it's poison or not.
Well, wouldn't it just not affect you and then you wouldn't be able to tell?
Taste, among other things.
So you're saying you regularly taste poisonous things?
That twitch!
You are getting crazier and crazier by the moment, Farron.
Yeah, and you said you were crazier than me.
Yeah, I don't think that's true anymore.
This
I'm
is
not
why
going
women
with
in my
Flynn.
family
He
live
picked up
alone.
a penny and immediately said, "I'm a nobleman." Yes,
What? I was.
you were not.
I've got the robes and everything.
That's not how that works,
I
dude.
still trust him more than I trust
I'm
you.
sorry, that would be
Anyway,
Flynn Octavian
food?
Arthur Stormhouse the 8th, if you'd like to name drop.
Hold on, what?
It
Yeah.
would be Flynn Octavian Arthur Stormhouse the 8th, if you'd like to name drop the fake noble name.
Yep, quad barrel name.
No, I'm not going to remember that already. So I will. That's the name that Flynn gives. Because I am being lazy for names right now.
Who am I going with?
Well, I am going to go with them to find
I'm
food.
not going anywhere
Okay, well,
with
I'm going
him.
with him to find food. So there's
Yep.
that.
Well, he's coming with us, so have fun.
We can go on a fun adventure, finding like.
Flynn's fast, you hit hard, it's a match made in heaven, and Mitt's going to kind of push Flynn at Graham, grab Nakane and Tal, and we are off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm leaving. I don't even care if I'm alone. I'm going without them.
No, I think you should go with them because it'll be a male bonding
I'm
experience.
trying to figure out whether it's more fun to hang out with him or stab myself.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not as bad as Theron says I am.
Couldn't hurt that bad, right?
I'm gone.
We're
I
all
left you.
gone.
We're gone.
You've been abandoned.
With Flynn.
I get on my horse.
Farron.
I can't get on my horse and leave. You can outrun the fucking horse.
Grim doesn't know that!
Grim doesn't
Yeah,
know that.
no, we've seen Flynn Mog run
That
down
would
the
be the
fucking.
funniest
Oh,
shit. He's
right.
like, bye, and then Flynn is like, where are you going? And he's just running next
And
to
now
her.
we're going on an adventure.
God.
Hiroshima made friends.
PSP has not been here before. He just went, wait, are they actually splitting the party?
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Oh,
We're
boy,
still
do
alive.
they. Boy, do they.
I guess I'm just going to gather wood for the cabin thing that we're staying in. Assuming there's a fireplace.
Yeah, there's a fireplace. There's a fire
And
pit.
is it still raining?
It's let up. So
I'm gonna find semi-dry wood and dry it in front of the fire.
Okay. Flynn will end up helping gather wood, and you seem like
I do my best to ignore him.
he grabs a bunch.
Impossible.
Actually, hold on. He does manage to pick up a lot of semi-dry wood, but
Oh, you're fine.
he seems insistent on carrying as much as possible in his arms and then running at top speed.
That's horrifying.
And you thought Tell was scary.
But at this point, it's a challenge, so I have to carry more than him.
But you can't run faster than him.
So you're going to have to carry even more to compensate for how quickly he's going to be
Yes.
able to make trips.
Wow.
All right, so this is a competition to see how much wood gets gathered.
Is this you compensating?
No,
for something?
not necessarily how much wood is gathered, how much we can get in one trip.
Okay.
Are you compensating for something there?
You know what?
Yeah, lack of a fucking hand.
Go
The
ahead.
one you rolled earlier?
I was gonna say roll strength for the horse, but you roll strength with advantage, and we're gonna add 5 because of the horse. I'm gonna roll for Flynn.
You said with advantage?
With advantage and plus 5.
Am I getting just a regular strength check, or is it athletics?
Regular strength check.
15.
What did you do? One twice?
I got a 4 and a 5.
So, you did manage to beat Flynn. Flynn is limited by the size of his arms. You have a horse and rope. You guys do gather quite a bit of wood.
Why can't I see Flynn trying to use his immovable rod?
How would that work?
It wouldn't, but he would try it.
No, he's not that dumb. Anyway, okay, so we have the two other groups, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are so Myth, Tell, and Nikane.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys going? Are you joining the general group or?
We're helping Tell with whatever he wants us to.
We're going to go gather food with the guys.
Okay.
I'm there as well.
Okay.
boys?
So then all
Boys.
4 of you are there.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to need everyone who's assistant. Go ahead and roll survival.
That point.
Which totals what?
Survival?
17?
30.
Right, he's a druid.
Right. Wait, you also have the
Shitty.
Yeah, same.
you have the Outlander thing.
Yes, I
right?
do.
Yeah, you didn't need to roll at all, actually.
I still rolled and I got a 20.
That's fair. 11.
I find a scorpion. Not really.
Somehow.
You find a scorpion. Realistically, it's just a spider that took something else.
I mean, there is a spider
okay,
that has a
worse.
scorpion thing, or is that actually a scorpion?
I will give each animal 3 blessings.
Wait.
Legs! Legs!
I get advantage on wisdom that relies on sight.
Yeah, and this would rely on sight, if that's what you're
Whoops.
doing.
Well, it didn't cock, so I won't. It's not any better. It's an 8.
So you had 11 total
I
for
got
your
it.
highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
No, you're not the ranger.
Hmm?
Just like totally blanked.
What tell is?
Heirloom of Darkness, and I was like, "Aren't you a ranger?"
Dead.
Nikane,
Yeah.
you see nothing. It all looks green to you. As far as you're aware, you could eat any of it.
17.
17? So let me finish this. So, Nikane, you basically are there for
Protection, just
protection. But you don't realize that that's what you're there for. You think you're helping.
She's trying.
Tell,
Tell's also basically there for protection.
but like you're looking at the plants. You're like, oh yeah, that's what. Oh wait, or is that the poisonous one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's having a hard time remembering. He hasn't had to do this in a little while.
Farron, you are directing pretty much the entire company that has gone out with you. You're telling them facts about plants they didn't even want to know about.
This one helps erectile dysfunction.
All right.
I'll give some of that to Grim later.
Mitz, you're basically able to help take what he's saying and make it so the people care about certain information, or dumb it down. But
I'm translating.
yes, because, and you're understanding pretty much everything he's saying.
I've been traveling with him long enough. I hope I understand whatever the fuck he's rambling about at this
What
point.
Outlander thing means I can just gather? Or is that just something you're doing?
The Outlander feature allows you to supply food and water for up to 5 or
right.
6 creatures a day, assuming that the environment can support it.
Right, yes.
However, depends on if you want to supply water for the group.
We've got water.
We've got water is the right answer.
That's a very good answer.
Tell is periodically also putting up his ward.
All right. Just
So
kinda-
he'll set it up around everyone.
And
When
if-
it drops, he'll set it up again. He just is a little nervous about what he doesn't know what's in the fucking forest, so he just wants to
I need anyone to
case.
give me high or low.
low.
Oh,
Wow, I would have gone with high.
Always do.
I know.
of course you do. It's because you're a high elf.
You're a high elf. You're a high druid.
Oh, he's a wood elf.
I know. I was joking about you always being high, though.
You're a high wood elf.
That's
With
the-
your sunleaf and moonleaf.
Giving it to your
No,
fucking.
you're a high wood elf.
God, I can't believe it took you so long.
Oh, honey. My poor
Sweet boy.
son.
All
He
right.
gets that from you.
Are you sure?
Oh!
Doesn't get it from you, you nerd.
Well, I guess someone's not getting anything.
I was gonna say a little
Guy
column
was
A, a little
anyways.
column B, but okay.
Fair.
I'm blaming both
I
sides.
have not changed into a bull yet. Ever, actually.
You would have actually seen the bull, so that's possible.
I can
Is that
change
you?
into a bull. I
Was
just haven't
thinking
had the
that your
reason
voice?
to yet.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know what hippopotamus, though.
So, yeah, you sufficiently are able to collect food for the group.
I wish someone would just take me out.
Because of what you were
What, like a hit or on a date? That
because
surprised me.
because of what you were told about the Magebane steel in the area. You do know that just straight up eating these plants could actually cause a problem. So, the answer to it is usually to soak it in lots of water and boil the shit out of it.
Sounds reasonable.
And then eat it after removing it from the water. You don't eat the plants as like a stew. You just boil the shit out of them
Then, basically boiling shit out of spinach.
pretty much.
And hope.
What?
God, all the food in Rivertown's gonna suck.
Yes.
You are correct.
Like Ireland during the potato famine.
It's gonna be like any
Every
English food.
fucking
Oh god, it's
day.
all boiled and gross and no salt or too much salt.
Any food in England.
Any stereotypical
And
white
guess what
person
that
food.
means about the meat?
No!
But
I'm
brought my
eating
own
paladin food from now on.
I
It's bland and it'll be better.
brought
Don't
my
you have
own
Presto?
food.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm.
flavor food with
No.
Presto.
I was just saying.
Can you actually flavor food with Presto?
It's not technically flavored. It gives you the appearance of being like it feels like it's flavored when you're tasting it, but you're not actually like dumping seasonings
But I'll
on it.
know. I'm the mage that cast it.
But yes, that is one of the functions of prestidigitation is you can flavor food.
Well, I guess I'm cooking. Someone can boil that and I'll just cook meat.
I'm gonna work off that 30 survival because
I've got
You rolled a goddamn 30 in survival.
I got my meat. I'll cook some of that. I've got seasoning as well. It might actually taste like something nice.
Farron's able to cook up a nice meal. The vegetables are a little bit
Mushy.
They're a little bit overcooked, but that's for
Safety reasons.
yes.
I would like to be able to smite things.
Honestly, the only person who would be completely unaffected by all this is Grim.
Yeah, I'm used to the bland food.
But it's not bland.
Well, I
We're
meant
talking about the Mage Bane.
yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say the Mage Bane. You're fine too.
Wait, even Flynn would be affected?
Flynn has key.
Oh.
Key is not magical, according to Crawford.
Yeah, I don't care what Crawford says. Key is goddamn magic. It's magic of the body, and in my world, that's pretty much the same thing.
Huh?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Am I the only non-magical member of the party?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fighter. You're a goddamn fighter.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I was playing in the fucking Heroes Haven campaign
So-
as M.
So what were you saying about, oh, you guys lost a lot of utility when Alduin left? They also gained someone immune to Mage Bane Steel.
Yeah, that is kind of a nice perk at having been harassed with Mage Bane Steel once in my life, which was more than enough.
Yep.
Honestly, the only time I've been harassed with Mage Bane Steel, I literally pulled the arrow out and shot it back at the person that shot it at me.
I
So
did
I kind of-
stab the person.
Feel like a badass when it comes to Mage Bane, personally.
For me, it was the bank.
I did,
I
I
couldn't
did
punch
enjoy
the
ripping
teller.
it out and stabbing poor Tim.
Yeah, so despite what Crawford says, because of the way that magic works in my world, I essentially consider Key the physical embodiment of sort of magic. They can summon goddamn things
Laser
of
bolts.
fire and laser beams. It's goddamn magic!
Great.
So,
I made some damn good food.
yeah, you guys get a nice meal for the
Our
evening.
last nice meal before we get into Rivertan, land of the boiled potatoes.
And even
And over-salted pork.
Finally, someone that gives monks a weakness.
Hey. I mean,
Stop
realistically,
fucking wrong.
Mage Bane Steel gives a weakness to everybody
But fighters.
Except for Eldritch Knights.
Yeah, Mage
What about
Bane Steel
Spellless
is
Rangers?
also very not nice to.
Oh, Spellless Rangers would be fine.
Yeah, if they're
I've just
not
never
using
seen
magic,
anyone
it's
actually
like,
use a Spellless Ranger.
I thought
I've
you were
never seen
drawing
anyone
a
actually
dick.
use a Spellless Ranger.
Oh, it's Kamehameha.
Kamehameha,
Correct.
I
aka
thought it was
Energy
a dick
Dick.
as well.
Energy dick.
Because it fucks everybody Goku sends it at.
That
Alright, so
new Broly movie
we
was
rested?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We finally got
Cool.
something we deserve.
Are any of you keeping
I love
watch?
Broly. I want
Yeah.
to protect him.
I mean,
Kind
just
of
T
what
and I
I'm
need to
paid
keep
for.
watch. Oh, good point. You're being
Tel will also take a watch because he only has to sleep for 4 hours.
You can share that watch with him. You can share the watch with him.
He doesn't want me to.
I know.
No.
Probably means you. When are you going? First, second, third, or fourth, as
You
far
should
as human
probably
things
go
are
first.
concerned? No, because we can just share a bit of it with him because we're awake anyway.
Well, but we could also split up the other 2 watches between the 2 of us.
But
By the way,
with the two of us,
what
we'll
is
just take
Grim's
2
passive
and be done
perception?
anyway.
17.
Yeah, not bad. I don't
Do
remember.
you want his AC?
No, I don't care about
It's
his
a very
AC.
funny thread on
Not
Twitter
right
about
now.
how literally everyone that he voices
I
wants
gotta
to
make a
kill
new
him in real
thing
life,
before
would
I
actually kill
really
him in
care.
real
I'm
life.
gonna keep asking you.
I'll keep watch with him and then past him, and then Tel can take on from that.
I just realized, what is Tel's passive perception?
14. Much lower than before.
Protect Tommy.
And since I'm doing this myth, what is your passive perception? Because I've got everyone else's.
It is. I didn't write it down.
10 plus your...
10 plus, yeah. 14.
I just keep those on these cards so I can pay attention, but I gotta ignore Alduin's because Alduin isn't here. I also need to keep track of days, because I forgot to do that. Alright, so, what is the order of watch again?
So, in Human Watch, first, second, third, fourth.
Okay. Alright.
Because we've got 2 non-sleepers doing it as well.
Okay.
There's 2 of us on first.
I'm sleeping under the cart.
I mean, there's actually a building.
Oh, I'm I'm sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, there's a few rooms available. They don't seem to have they have beds, but it's more like a frame with a solid surface that you can unroll a bedroll onto. And no, it's not a cot either, because that would be cloth. So basically, you could crawl under one of those if you're trying to get into the true corner of the room. I need, from the two that are on watch for the first hour, I need high or low.
Hi.
It's you two.
Call me for game.
All right, Nin, high or low for the second hour.
Hi.
All right, Tell, for the third watch.
Low.
And right, so Tell. Outside of the wall, you hear, "Help! Help! Let me in!"
Nope.
It's the little gnome from before.
Tell doesn't fucking move.
All right,
I'm so glad I'm asleep for all this.
and
same.
your watch goes on.
If I find a dead body out there, shrug.
Okay, your last watch.
We'll do high this time.
Okay. You guys wake up the next day. You guys all benefit from a long rest, by the way. So if you're still missing spell points,
Not anymore.
okay. And
The first thing I'm gonna do is go look outside to see if I see a dead body.
perception check.
Nope. I got an that one. I bumped my head. My horns get caught. I can't fucking see anything.
You go to walk
Wait, I get advantage.
because it's wisdom based with sight.
Still not great. 12.
Nope, you don't see a body.
Cool. Good thing I didn't go out and look then.
Right?
I love how hardened the party's gotten. It's they hear someone screaming for help. It's just nope, they're fucked.
They're dead. Sorry, don't believe in ghosts.
Nope. Tell's seen some wild shit in his life, and he is not about to fuck with it now.
Oh, that is
Not when he's the only one awake.
that is the response I wanted from you guys.
Oh, really?
All right, so the caravan's starting to get everything together. You guys can help out as you need, as you feel to.
I stay as far away from this fuck as I can.
Oh, actually.
Boop.
Yep. So as I'm helping, I'm gonna pass by him and just greater restoration.
No, you took it because of that.
I can change him in the morning.
It's funny.
All right, Grim.
Yeah.
You no longer think Tell is
Disgusting.
yeah.
Feeling
I
better?
pat him on the shoulder and walk away.
See, I told you.
You were right. You were right. Not that I ever said you were wrong in the first place.
No, you definitely didn't.
Yeah.
But
Again, I just
nerd ass over here was like, no!
Now he's free.
I agree with him. I think you're also disgusting.
I am so happy when the
I'm going
person
to take
who
your
had-
soul when you die.
Oh my god!
Turn
I
you
think
into
you
a
want that one.
I could turn him into a spirit of hate that would be very useful.
All right, so the caravan is getting all together and they are getting ready to head out. How are you guys approaching this next day of travel?
I'm tempted.
That was a goddamn marionette spider, wasn't it?
I'm not saying a damn fucking thing. It could be something new you've never heard of.
I don't think those make noise though.
How long are we traveling for?
I'm not going to ruin anything
Pretty much
about
the day.
it.
8 hours?
Well, I read
Roughly,
the article
yeah.
too. I don't think.
We don't have anywhere I can sit for 8 hours, though, do we?
You could sit in one of the wagons, but you wouldn't be able to do much else.
Actually, it doesn't say that I can technically walk and do this, because it's within a stone, not within a...
if you're doing that, there wouldn't be much else you could do.
Yeah, I know.
From
So,
fucking,
I want to awaken my centipede though.
FMA hates him.
All right.
Travis, put him against the wall.
I want to awaken Centorpede.
Hey, Yomaka.
What?
The name is
I think
Centorpede.
it was young.
Centorpede.
All right. By the way, so
Centipede to centipede.
okay. So for everyone else, for this trip, what are you guys doing?
Scouting ahead.
Okay, you're scouting ahead.
Tell's staying in the back again since he has his robe of eyes.
Nikane.
Sticking with Tell, keeping an eye on Myth as well, because still does not trust this whole stake-ifying thing. And also might want to do that, like, do the keeping an eye on the Myth thing for Aldwin, so if anything else, like, becomes of the situation or something else changes, she can, like, send a paper bird or a message through him and be like, ah! Okay, sort of thing.
Okay. All right. So I need everyone who's kind of keeping watch and stuff to roll me perception. Nikane, do it at disadvantage.
What?
21.
Why is all my stuff disadvantage, Jacob? What did I do?
Can I take my perception, my passive instead?
Nope. If I'm asking you to roll for it.
It's an 11.
5.
That's worse than my
You're
passive.
playing a character that has a decent perception for once.
All right. So
Hold on, I
because
didn't
this
do
is because this is coming up, I'm going to describe what passive perception is. Passive perception is when you are doing absolutely nothing. You're focused on other things, and that is your ability to perceive.
I know that.
Active perception is when you roll, and it can be lower than your passive because
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
I
be
know.
completely distracted.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just like,
I was just addressing.
oh yeah,
Can I use my passive perception
17.
instead?
17.
17 for 5, 21. What did you say it was, Bailey? For you?
11.
11? All right. Akane. You see the blue skin face again. That devilish, toothy grin. Hides back behind a tree.
Are you okay?
Yep, just fine.
Okay. Do I
Yep.
see anything?
Nope.
Cool.
You're fine.
Pardon me, my fucking failed scene.
Oh, I'm sure. I just wanted to make sure nothing was sneaking up behind us. Is that what was saying? Help me, please let me in? Ah, fucking
Well,
hope not.
after seeing it twice now, would lean over to tell me, like, I keep seeing a blue figure with a really creepy grin, like.
Oh, blue
Does
figure.
that sound familiar to anything that I may have experienced ever?
Blue figure.
It depends on what area you're trying to pull from your memory.
I mean, Tell's been a lot of places.
Are you trying to think? So you're trying to think of more creatures, maybe. I'm trying to discern like what area of your memory you're trying to pull.
Oh, something like, does what she's describing sound familiar to me as a like creature or humanoid, something like a race? Like anything that I might have read about or even seen at all?
All right. With that, I'm gonna have you roll nature.
Cool. I think I'm good at that.
I hope you're
Are
so
you?
you haven't seen.
I am.
Oh, you're probably better than me actually.
$15.
15. There are no natural creatures on this plane that match that description. However, there are some otherworldly creatures that doesn't sound entirely far-fetched,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
It's what?
It doesn't sound like anything natural.
Great.
But it doesn't sound out of the realm of like
Possibility.
He might just have to like look into it.
Or dive into a different part of his memory.
Right.
So the reason I'm asking that was determining what role you were making.
Okay.
So determining, like if you're saying, okay, like in your case it was, oh, do I know any races or creatures like that?
Mm-hmm.
My instinct was to go to nature. If you had said, oh, hey, I am curious if I know of any otherworldly creatures.
Okay.
That would have been me more saying, okay, roll Arcana.
Okay.
If it helps you kind of picture what is going through my head
Okay.
for that.
Cool.
So yeah.
Tell me if you see it again.
No problem.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out
Look
his
what I
grimoire. Dicks!
More dicks!
What's on the other side of that?
An X.
Oh, the note card.
The X card.
He's gonna pull out his grimoire and like leaf through it. Not necessarily looking for that information, but maybe trying to jog something in his memory
Okay.
for later. He's worried about this now.
All right. I'm gonna say what that benefit will have is it'll give you a sense of what you're looking for.
Cool.
And I'll be able to more. Yeah. I'll give you a better chance of detecting it.
Right. Get. I need it.
Oh.
All right. So.
Just one thing, to be sure I'm decently convinced a centipede has an intelligence of 3 or less.
Yes. By the way, do you have all the components for that spell? Because I know it takes like a special component that it consumes.
I had them, yes, and I'm also casting it from the staff, so I need to double check if the staff actually means I still need
Oh.
that.
The staff doesn't need the material.
Yeah, then never mind. We're good. Again, just making sure.
Mhm.
And we will get to the personality of
The centipede.
Centorpede.
Centipede, the centipede.
This is going to be fucking insane. All right.
The blank stare.
So, after a day's worth of travel, some inspecting, again, the day goes by fairly uneventful. And you guys reach the gates of a city surrounded by a tall stone wall. The wall is probably about 20 feet tall. You see above the main gate, there's kind of there's a building, kind of a building. It's like a roof, where you see several guards are standing on top of it. And as you approach, you hear one of the guards say, "State your business!" The head of the caravan then replies, "We're here on a delivery. We bring food and medical supplies." Someone makes a motion, and the gates of the city open. And you guys slowly walk in. Everyone who has access to magic. Nakani, you're a little less affected by this because of the divine nature of your magic. Everyone else, walking into this town, you feel that unnerving sense of the Magebane steel. It feels like it is permeated throughout this town. You see puddles on the ground from when it rained almost feel as if they give off a sense of... I'm trying to describe the feeling better, but a sense of nothingness, a vacuum.
I hate this place.
Me too.
So do many people.
Found it.
Ugh.
I've been worse places.
As a fucking mage, I especially hate this fucking
I mean,
place.
so have I. Think about it.
Well, yeah, you're like old.
Kind of.
And for
What
an
do you
elf,
mean,
you're not
kind
that
of?
old. Well, he's an elf.
Aren't you like 600-some years old?
Entering the
32.
entering the gates of the city, all the buildings are kind of patchworked houses made out of wood. There's some of them that are made out of stone that seem a little bit more secure, but have seen better days. Some of these buildings are very old. However, what you guys are very much used to in cities is that there are mages usually that come by to help kind of reconstitute buildings and make them pretty. So generally there's not a lot of patchwork done on buildings. You just hire a mage and they fix your house. This place is not like that at all. They do everything by hand. There you do see some rooftop gardens, but the entire town almost has like this almost like gray tone about it. Like it's just dull and
lifeless.
Are you getting
Sort of.
flashbacks to that one shot that we did as kids?
No, I
He's
never
talking-
played in it.
He's sitting here talking about gray, lifeless feeling, and I'm like,
As all of our children characters died horribly.
I never played in that one shot.
Yeah, it was Katie, Bailey, Nind, and Max.
yeah,
I still have the character sheet for that child.
me too.
That's nice.
They're dead.
Well, you heard. There's
Or
no-
missing.
there's no-
Sorry,
there's
they've
no-
been kidnapped by the Fae, as far as I'm concerned.
There's no children in this town. And that is something that immediately becomes obvious. You see some adults, but there's actually not a lot of activity, like, in the streets. There's a bit more activity in one of the taverns that you can kind of see from the entrance. There's kind of like this open space. There's a barracks where a lot of the soldiers stay, and some of them are kind of out front, kind of doing some drills, doing training during the day. And there's a tavern that's basically across this open area. More than likely, you guess, is for soldiers. But there's a road that kind of continues into the town. What do you guys do? You guys are in Rivertown.
I hate this place.
I'm gonna
I just suddenly got a headache.
Yep.
go ask one of the guards if they can offer any advice that we were here to try to look into the rumors about the kids going missing.
Yeah, you approach one of the guards, and I'm going to say at this point, kind of the caravan starts to head towards the center, toward down that road. You have no idea where they're going, but the caravan leader basically says, "Find us down by the Nasty Steed Tavern, and we can make sure that you all get paid. We have to unload some stuff, secure some housing, and just more or less start paying people, getting things situated. But by the evening, you can come and get your pay."
Alright.
And they're going to take off. And then you approach one of the guards. And he more or less tells you, "You want to learn more about the children, eh? Really head into any tavern. There's plenty of grieving parents drinking their sorrows away, trying to find any semblance of hope, if there is any. So that is my recommendation."
There isn't any official city statement then?
Not that we're willing to give out at this time. It's a tragedy, and he kind of leans in. To be honest, we're just trying to keep it quiet to keep people's morale higher.
So you think that they're no longer with us?
As far as we know, they've been gone for about a month. I'll we give up searching after a week. So
Alright.
just be careful around parents. Just understand they've lost kids.
That's why I was hoping for an official angle also.
There was a lot of confusion, so it's hard. Even what facts we do have, we're not sure.
Is it possible to get a timeline? I know that you might not be able to give an official statement, but I know that the rumors reached me several weeks ago from a contact.
If I'm going to be honest, I'm not the best person to ask this. While I was on duty, things happened and I wasn't present for them. And again, we really haven't been talking much about it, so I don't have the answers. If I were to direct you to anybody, it would be any of the tavern keepers who, hear things, or to speak to the mayor.
I should do that.
Maybe I should do that.
You're
Just
not allowed to talk to anybody.
be careful.
Perhaps these two should come with me to the mayor, because typically if you want someone looking for your kids, you want someone brawny that can take something down.
And I look scary.
He kind of looks
And
over
they-
all of you, You all look like very capable individuals.
He says to two tieflings and a one-handed man.
Yeah, but your attire is far better than most.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Two tieflings and a one-handed man.
If
Walk
I'm-
into a bar.
Sure.
if I'm going to be honest, you may be better off speaking to the taverns. Because of the incidents, the mayor has been less kind to outside folk.
Seems fair.
Does the mayor, or did the mayor have a child of their own?
No, but he definitely has to deal with everyone who doesn't anymore. And you can imagine that the compounded grievances definitely do not,
Sit well.
yes. So, if you want my recommendation, you may do better to go to the Nasty Steed. Julia Janet there, she's a very kind woman. If a bit intimidating, but she's kind nonetheless. And I'm sure that speaking to her before trying to speak to parents will be far better for your interests.
Thank you.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Same.
Oh, she'll definitely break you if you're not nice, but you didn't hear that from me.
Be your wingman. Oh no.
Nikani turns a really weird shade of red and
Turns a little bit more purple.
just like a magenta.
Is that the color of her nipples?
Nope.
Also,
We're on Burgundy.
you look like a druid.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're a performer.
I'm a bard, yes.
I'm just the muscle, one of them.
You don't know what I am, it's okay.
No, I don't. Don't drink the water.
Yes,
Nope.
I'm aware of the situation.
I'm told.
And
Don't touch the water. Don't do anything with the water.
just stay out of trouble.
I'm kind of hesitant to touch a door. This place.
The Temple of Suno is very...
Active.
That's probably the best word for it. They're
Here.
very active here. They have
Oh.
they have very much interest in the mine.
I don't
yeah.
imagine that there will be any way to solve this without a bit of trouble.
We can certainly try.
Well,
I mean,
the town is certainly in a bit of a down.
if it's trouble but we get kids
For-
back, I think we'll be fine.
For the reputation of this town, we're in a low spot.
Which is saying a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I just about got brained when I told somebody that I was coming here.
I traveled to Heartlands for about 40 years and never set foot in this place before today, so...
And you were smart up until today.
Mm-hmm.
A little longer. Yeah.
I wish you all the best of luck, but I need to get back to
Fair enough, good sir.
keeping an eye out.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Talking with my new centipede.
You're so weird, Farron.
The centipede can talk back.
I'm sure
I'm letting you choose the personality. I am not playing your goddamn centipede.
But that's a centipede.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this.
Yep, that's something you chose to pursue. I am willing to,
But I can awaken all of them over the upcoming days. It'll be great.
Nikani's just
assuming
like,
you have.
I know.
this is her great grandmother. She's like,
I could awaken one a day.
Pretty dude.
All right. So, I think we're
Gahamut
actually
just
getting close to
does
the
like
end. What are your guys' plans now?
Just to be like, get it away from me.
probably go over to talk to that bartender.
Myth might see if she can get a bit more information on other bartenders that might know something about the situation too, or if it would just be the Nasty Steed.
All right.
Tell is gingerly sweeping away from puddles.
Same.
Staying
Yes.
as far away from him as he can.
That is fair.
I mature
Go ahead and give
emotionally.
me a persuasion check. I'm assuming at this point it's kind of just, going to other people and kind of, hey, could you give me a little bit more information?
That was a 27.
27 is good. You do encounter what appears to be a local, and at first they seem really hesitant to speak to you.
That's fair. I am a snake.
Well,
I know they don't know that, but
yeah, you assume it's something else, especially from what that guard told you of the mayor's kind of stance on outsiders right now. But you come off as very sincere and, hey, could you please help me with some information? And
we'd like to try to return anybody that we can to their families. I'm sure that you blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's some older woman. Well, if you can do that, you'll definitely help turn this town around, but if you're looking for information, well, the tavern that you passed on the way here, the Dynamic Sword, Baldur Ironbrow, he definitely knows a thing or two.
Ironbrow, the Dynamic Sword.
He's a stickler, but he does good work.
All right, thank you.
And
Thank you.
she kind of moves on and just kind of rushes away. So, are all of you headed towards the Nasty Steed?
I'm gonna head to the Dynamic Sword.
All right. With that, I think that is a good place to call it for the evening.
Yep.
You guys are headed towards the Nasty Steed and the Dynamic Sword. And you are finally in Rivertan.
Oh boy!
I love that just the descriptions I gave you guys
We're like,
are bad enough.
Yeah, we already know that we hate this town.
All right, so
So
we are
we have
going to
one
do the last giveaway, and we're gonna open up time for questions. So please, if you have questions for me, any of the players here, please ask them now, and we will do our best to answer them.
We'll answer them while we're waiting to do the giveaway.
Yes.
Can I be the first to say this DM is so damn good from ESPRPG?
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
All right.
Jake is damn good.
So
Also, Murder has been in chat all night.
that is
I'm
fantastic.
so
So
happy
he's
that
like
he's that.
he's been in chat all night being like, this GM is the best GM you'll ever see.
He's like,
he calls you a
he's
DM
like-
god.
He's like, I don't pick favorites, but this is my favorite dude.
All right, so the keyword for tonight for this last giveaway is Rivertan.
Does it gotta be?
it should have been no. Fuck that.
I don't know if that message actually sent.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, good, because the thing here is kind of screwing up.
Yeah, I see it in my chat.
I should mention, I've had 2 bottles of wine, an entire can of Strongbow,
And like half a can of
I
the
had
other
some
one.
cream soda.
You give these back to him.
So yes, so for those of you who don't,
Have you
Of
heard of
course,
our
so-
Lord and Savior, Yinongu?
what?
I think that's Yunogu. There's no second N in there.
Yinogu.
All right, so these are for the kind of fiery, transparent dice. I'm calling them fiery because I have no other words for
That's a
this.
good word for it.
But this is a set of 11 dice. But yes, so are there any questions that you guys have for me, for the players? Do the players have any questions for me other than what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why are you like this?
Was it a marionette spider?
I am not saying.
Oh god, it's still there.
I'm also very concerned that it was whatever Nakane keeps seeing.
It's on the underside of the card.
Yeah, I kind of want to know too.
I am saying nothing.
I know you're not, because you're in the asshole.
Yes, I am. That's why I'm behind this screen.
What's your question, ESRP? What is the normal streaming schedule? I believe that is just below.
It is actually our offline image.
Okay, it
Yes.
is our offline image.
Which, depending on it, if we raid tonight, that may not happen. So I can give a quick rundown of it. So Sunday evenings at around 7 p.m. Eastern time, I actually stream miniature painting. I recently finished a cart that has not appeared on stream.
So pretty.
So pretty.
And I usually stream that from 7 to 10. Wednesdays from roughly most of our streams are 7 to 10 except for this one. Wednesdays from 7 to 10, we play video games on a couch. It's usually me and Bailey.
And then other people when they can make it.
Yeah. And this next Wednesday, you're playing Devil May Cry 4.
I am playing Devil May Cry 4 next Wednesday.
We just finished Resident Evil 5.
I have so many things to do.
Bye, Vox.
And we also
Drive
post
safe.
all of
I
our
will.
VODs to YouTube.
Yes, we have a YouTube channel, which there is a link in the
Sorry, I was a
in
dick
the
to you half the
description below.
night.
I fixed it since Farron fucking wouldn't.
You're right.
Thursday. Oh,
Just
sorry,
'cause I
I
asked.
completely missed a stream. Usually Tuesdays, Erica streams. Erica, you stream around 6:30, 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock, depending on when I get everything booted up and when I'm done being lazy.
Um,
That is Erica's art corner. I draw.
Thursdays, Andrew, you've started streaming again.
Yes. I stream somewhere between 6 and 7. I work midnights, so sometimes I have a hard time getting up by 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so it's all dependent on kind of when you're able to wake up. Which
Yep.
you know, it's fine. It's gaming stream.
But yeah, I
It's like
I
my
do
weakness.
gaming streams.
Is people just
Once I get a PlayStation controller hooked up to my computer,
I got
I'm
those
going to
good nails,
try
too.
and do
Wait.
a Final Fantasy VIII run.
Shit.
ESP wants to know if that shirt, where that shirt is. Is that shirt
Oh,
in our store?
Yes, this shirt is available in our store. This is actually something
Alright,
I
leave it.
designed. Have a great have a great trip home.
Yes.
Be safe.
Yes, I will.
And
Okay.
And let us know when you get home, please.
yes, please. Jade would like to know what the general cultural perspective on Tell taking that wolf spirit would be.
Oh, I want to hear this actually.
So that varies from individual to individual. For the most part, it's not entirely unheard of, especially because there are necromancers that, one, are completely considered good, that actually use souls to help solve crimes, to answer questions from the beyond. So it's not entirely unheard of for people to use souls.
Which Tell can commune with souls if he goes into his quickening.
Yes.
So
The problem is when the soul reaches beyond, basically makes it past the goddess of death, bringing them back from that is usually where problems come in.
which Tell can't do.
Yes. So the ethereal plane actually is where spirits kind of linger, and they wait to pass on. And if you pull them from the ethereal plane, that is completely fine.
Cool.
So,
Okay, now I'm leaving.
Bye,
Bye,
Alex. Yeah, trust me, that was definitely a question I quickly asked on the break because I was like,
There is one more there's one more stream that I didn't mention, and that is actually this stream. So we try to start this from 10 p.m. Eastern, and we go till about 2, 3, whenever the fuck is a good time for us to stop.
We usually try to end around 2 so that it's not draining on your guys' day to watch us for over 4 hours if you're wanting to stick with the story, but sometimes it goes late.
And so I can sleep too. Also, these guys have to drive home. I'm already home. I just have to go into the other room and pass out.
that used to be our life, and then we switched places.
Are we ever going to be getting bot point stuff back in the quests free-for-all arenas?
I really want to do that. And I know, Aiko, you were actually going to ask me this. So our bot originally always ran on my computer. 24/7, it was active then. Where the bot is currently is Streamlabs actually opened up a cloud bot, which is where the bot currently is. They haven't finished releasing all of the features. And the reason that I wanted to move it from my machine to the cloud was because there were always times that I was not home that my computer would shut down, and then the bot was just completely inactive. And it caused a lot of headaches, and why we had a constant joke of, oh wow, Nerdlebot is a completely useless piece of shit. So I'm going to be looking at that more. We may have some solutions to bring those back. I would like to, but it all depends on some of the research we do. I may find an entirely different bot anyway. So, because Me6 also is terrible at announcing our stream, so I gotta find a solution to that.
We've been testing a few bots in our staff Discord to see about things that we can possibly pull into our public Discord and the like. That's slowed down a little bit recently because we've gotten very busy.
Yes. I have gotten a lot less time than I would wish, but for good reason. By the way, don't forget to type in Rivertan for a chance to win these awesome dice if you haven't already.
Do you know how to do this, Jake? How to do a shout-out command for our channel? ESPRPG's interested.
You mean, so on our
For
channel?
Streamlabs, yeah.
Oh, for Streamlabs.
So that if they wanted to say, hey, I wanted to give a shout-out to our friends over at Nerdlopedia. I'm not as familiar with the command system, and I don't know if you know it off the cuff.
Off the top of my head, I do not. The only thing I can think of is that the Streamlabs command system, you could set up an exclamation point follow. Oh, god damn it, no.
That's what ESP is asking about, is an exclamation point follow.
I know, but I was trying to think of the extra parameter, and I'm not sure how that works. I have not gotten into that, especially with the CloudBot. That would be a question to bring onto our Discord, and for me to try to take a look at later. I apologize that I'm not immediately able to answer that, especially because I don't have everything in front of me. But yes.
Okay, yeah, it looks like ESP has a handle on it. Murder says that he wants to talk to you about if there's anything that you would like forged, that he's interested in supporting things in that way.
Forged?
Like
Weapons,
knives, swords, things that Jake should not play with.
I can play with them. Though.
I have all the toys always.
Yaz keeps trying to make us talk about game development.
That is not a conversation for this stream. I'm going to tell you that.
That's
much.
a stream in its own right.
Yes. That is a 6-hour hour conversation.
ESP's just trolling us.
Yeah, he's like, I trolled, I'm sorry, I know how to do it.
Alright.
Well, you know that we'll genuinely try to help now.
Yes. I have a pole axe in my office.
That sounds amazing.
Fuck, that sounds awesome.
Yes,
I don't know if I
you're
have
a voice
room.
actress.
Yes, so are there any other questions that you guys have for us? Do you have questions about the world? Do you have questions about how we do this stream?
Any question about characters for those of you who are just like coming in to watch us for the first time?
Oh, ESPRPG, I did talk to Jake during the break. Feel free to use any of the bit rewards that you feel might fit your stream.
Oh, yeah. So for the RPG ones, I'm going to be honest, I actually got inspiration from those a lot from Encounter Roleplay. I think that's what their channel's called.
Yes.
I was blanking on names exactly. So I actually got a lot of inspiration from them for the D&D related ones. I altered it based on what we do, and so realistically, if you want to use ours, feel free to.
Kind of originally came about when we were doing our first charity stream that we did.
Yes.
I don't want to ever talk about that fucking stream.
Which Bailey and I were talking about tonight, and we're going to try and get that set up before the winter completely goes away, so we have a cool house to do that in.
Oh my god, that would be wonderful.
So hopefully sometime this month, early next month.
Another 24-hour thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, well, it's going to have to be next month because I need time to request time off.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also need it to not be at the end of the month since I'll be out of country.
We have something the 23rd.
That's in February.
We'll figure this out later.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. But
oh yeah, so
I was the on-topic person for once.
One last chance to type in the name Rivertan. Andrew, could you type in Rivertan? Don't actually type just Rivertan because we will end up on this list and it's stupid. But yeah, so one last chance to type in Rivertan for a chance to win these dice, and then I'm going to roll it.
Hey, look, it's Bobber!
Hi, Robert.
Robert? Well, gee, you came in at the very end.
Man, he's just here for the rewards. Robert.
Yeah.
Hey,
walk in, Robert.
Fucking
He goes,
damn it,
Rivertan. Hi, by the way.
shit, Lord.
We see you there.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we got a few more in here. And so I'm gonna hit roll. We're gonna do this.
Trigger says if he wins, he'll donate it to charity for being late.
Brew the Drunk!
Hey, Brew.
You just won this awesome 11 die set of tabletop loot dice.
So,
welcome.
Brew, I'm going to message you on Discord and get your address so I can give it to Jake and we can send you those dice.
Yes. Awesome. So, thank you everyone for showing up. Do we want to raid someone?
I always love
Maddie
raiding
Morgs is
people.
online,
Yeah,
so-
let's go see fucking Maddie.
Maddie.
So Maddie Morgs is a really chill dude. We really love watching him and getting a chance to talk to him while he's streaming or while we're streaming. He works on homebrew,
He's
D&D. He does
got a very
mini
unique
painting.
format. He a lot of the times what his streams are is he'll be creating homebrew content and he takes input from his viewers to help him create the content. So
Very open.
it's a very he's very open. He's a lot of fun to talk with. He's very
Enthusiastic.
Do we want to set up the raid so we can at least get that running and then hit
yeah.
raid
I was
later?
trying to get he's very enthusiastic. He's also very well traversed in the fantasy genre. He knows a lot about tabletop. He owns a tabletop store, first of all.
And I've gotten a chance to talk to him a lot about a lot of topics, both in and out of the RPG tabletop community. And he is a very, very knowledgeable individual and very good at helping people expand existing projects that they have.
So, before we end up raiding Maddie Morgs, please check out in the description. We have a bunch of links to stuff. We have a link to our Discord. We have a link to our YouTube, which we post all of our VODs to, so if you missed a stream, it'll all be there. There's a few other links in there. Our Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just removed the Facebook, because we never post to Facebook.
We have it, but we never post to it. It exists, we have the name.
It doesn't help that I don't have Facebook myself.
Yeah, and I get on it once a week to check to see if anybody directly messaged me.
There's a bunch of other links down there. I'm blanking at this point because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And
Even I finally have a Twitter.
I know, that's amazing.
Apparently I've had it for the last few years and Erica somehow found it. I'm like, oh.
Alright.
Yeah, just
so,
for laughs.
We are going to
Looking
raid
for
Maddie
it.
Morgs. Go show him some love. Thank you all for showing up. Give
Hope
it
to see you
about
guys next week.
give it about like 6 seconds or something before we hit raid because delays. Bye.
3,
2,
2,
1. Bye!